It's nice to see you. Connecticut Medical Marijuana Critic, Dark Star 420, Compound Con. Hopefully you've had a good day.
It seemed like someone was already in YouTube.
I was literally going to say that, like somebody was waiting over there for us to go online because I noticed them as soon as it started.
Hi, Robin.
What's going on, Robin? How are you? Now, as promised, if you notice, sitting over here in the peanut gallery, we do have our guests today. We talked about it. We mentioned it over the last few days. We have Lisa, of course. We have Charlie over here. They represent Sugar Daddy. Gotta love the name. Absolutely. Number one, I had to ask where did it come from, who came up with the idea.
Me.
She always comes up with the names. Not always.
Thank you.
But still. But still,
Yeah,
I mean, Sugar Daddy,
That's
like.
right. Yeah, I just
Sugar
thought
Daddy.
it was kind of cool because it had, the little double meaning,
Oh, of course.
kind of thing,
Yeah.
So, yeah, right?
Probably mostly inspired by the actual
The
candy.
candy, yeah.
Well,
The
yeah.
candy. More than the
More than
pimp
the-
aspect.
Right.
Pimping
We
for
get
the
some
candy.
really interesting messages, though, right?
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
some
oh yeah.
I
get
would
messages
imagine with
from,
that name,
Crazy
it
shit.
What
brings
was
on some stuff. Sure.
Princess Love.
Yeah, what was that all
Prince,
about?
we get.
Oh my God! I need a sugar daddy.
Yeah, we.
Right? I know.
We get
Now,
Like,
okay,
yeah.
even with the
Yeah.
name though, wouldn't it denote that you were looking for a sugar
I-
daddy?
I
So,
guess.
I mean, if people
well,
are writing
you could
saying,
be the sugar daddy looking for sugar
okay,
babies.
gotcha,
Sugar babies.
gotcha,
That's right.
okay.
We
so
like to
then
call
that's-
people like the people
The
like
fan,
check
sure.
us out and come that they're
Right.
the sugar babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Princess Unique Love.
that's it. Princess Unique.
Princess Unique Love.
Yeah.
That was it.
I love
And
it.
I frankly, I was intrigued, but I can't offer services that I don't offer.
Yeah, taking advantage of something like that would be nice.
Exactly. I'm not your sugar daddy.
No,
You know,
his wife would
Mike,
not like.
Mike might. Maybe.
And I'm
If
seeing
anyone's the
people
sugar
over
daddy
in
in this band, it's
Facebook.
Mike 5.
True. Absolutely.
So, which doesn't seem. Am I crazy here? And again, hey, thanks for joining us. Well, this is also why we run the simulcast broadcast, because we all know, number one, how accurate and how well Facebook is daily and day in and day out.
Yes.
So you need the
I'm having a
backup.
lot of Facebook trouble today. With the connection, with posts,
Yep.
a lot of Facebook
Yep.
trouble. I figured there was some kind of
Really?
Absolutely.
something going on.
No, there
Yeah,
has
no,
been.
that was a couple of weeks ago with me. It was, yeah.
Today I don't
Can't
usually
post
have
things. Can't.
All right, I see Pete just
Yeah.
logged in over there. So
There he is.
okay, I see. Yep, it's starting to come up.
Pete and Randy.
Good deal, good deal. Pete and Randy both. What's happening, guys? How we doing? All right, Robin says welcome welcome Sugar Daddy over here from
Thank you,
YouTube.
Robin.
Thank you very much.
So let me see here. As I said, I do this to everybody, so I sit down every time and I try to do out questions that are fun. I try to do different questions so people can't go back to my broadcasts and go, oh, that's what he asked. Oh, okay, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You
No, I
like
try to.
Kind of mix it
Yeah,
up.
I try to do it differently on a question that's like very, very random. So you may see that.
Okay.
We like that.
But, all right, start out really simple with. What do you usually start with when working on setting up a show in a new place? Let's say we have people out here who want to start their band. They want to know, what am I going to do?
All right. I can answer that.
Go, please do.
I don't know.
First, swallow your pride, lower your ego, and be as persistent as you can be in any possible way,
Mm-hmm.
because you won't have gigs unless you continually harass and beg.
And beg.
Then you
Right.
have to be really good, so that when they finally give you a chance to even talk to you, at least the band is good and you can get it.
And you can get in there.
So
see?
that's unfortunately that's the scene right now. It's also fortunate though, because that means there's a lot of competition and a lot of places to play right now,
True.
Which
so-
is good.
which is a good thing. But that's my advice.
But persistence.
Persistence,
I mean, yes.
my friend,
One
yes.
one of the things I've talked about before and said it's very true is persistence.
Mhm.
So there you
Absolutely.
Yeah.
go. See.
Well
And
said.
I think I realized what's going on. That
Yeah.
broadcast is on my direct page. It's not on Compound Concentrates and Coffee, which is fine. It's actually going to go out to a wider audience.
A happy accident.
Yeah, it wasn't set up on the actual business page, so that's all good. But I was looking for it going, where is it? Wait a minute, what? I see people logging in the broadcast. Why don't I see them? Of course, they're here. We're going to have technical difficulties? No. So, all right, what are your favorite artists? Calls your cell right now and wants you to do one of their songs. Who's calling, and why would you think they're calling?
Oof.
I told you I'd do nice and easy questions.
All right, one of your favorite artists.
Yeah, right.
One of your
What are your favorite artists? Who would it be?
And
Oh, that's
who would
tough.
it be? And then
Yeah, like they want you to cover a song. You know, like.
Foo Fighters.
Perfect.
Perfect. There we go. There we go.
And they
Dave
want you to
Grohl.
cover All My Life.
Okay.
Because it rocks.
Good too.
There's too many to choose.
Came up with food
That's
because
what came to mind.
yeah.
I like it. No, seriously, I like it. You know
Good
what?
choice.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're still continuing this back and forth. Let me... All right. So that way we can continue on, but that way you're not just sitting there just listening to us talk.
Okay.
Although you know you love to hear my voice, so I don't want to hear nothing.
I like a lot of the stuff that you've been playing too.
Thank you. Like I said, it started out with just a couple of songs. Now it's a few hundred artists, 3,100 tracks, 38
Wow.
genres of music.
Yeah.
So we have a
Great.
little something for
That's
everybody.
pretty cool.
I've actually, there's been a few female artists recently that you've had on, and of course I'm drawing a blank right now, but within this past month, that I've actually gone onto YouTube and looked up because of you, and I was like, wow, I'm
Yeah,
digging
no,
this. You know what
they
I
are
mean?
really good.
Yeah.
Like some of them, like I tell people, it's commercial artists, it's people they know.
Absolutely, right.
But it's music that you would just otherwise never have the chance to hear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I love it. It gives me content.
Right. Right.
And
Are you familiar with Billie Eilish at all?
I can't say a lot, but like somebody did bring the name up to me recently
Yeah.
because
Did
of the
she?
show.
Really?
Yes.
Or they, I should say. I don't know
Yes.
if it's a he or she. My son actually, he's 15, but he's into a lot of different. You know,
Sure.
He calls himself emo. You know, but he loves her, and he just introduced me to her recently, and I'm like, wow, she's a talented kid.
Oh,
She's like
absolutely.
17 years old.
Yeah.
She writes all her own stuff. So she's like 13,
Right.
and she's a brilliant artist.
Yeah.
She really is.
Oh yeah,
So,
no, it is. It's amazing. I mean, especially again nowadays, which we were having a discussion before the show.
Mhm.
You had to have equipment. You had to dump so much money out, or you had to go find a good, reputable recording studio, and that was going to cost you a lot of money
So true.
just to get one or two tracks.
That's right.
That's true.
And nowadays, ones who have the gumption, the ones who can do it, go right onto iTunes, grab themselves the app,
That's right.
go spend a little money on some mics, and here you are.
Yeah. My
Exactly. So
son's
different.
original. My son's 18. His original band, local youth, they call it.
Right, okay.
Are recording themselves, rehearse live in my
Right,
basement in
right.
the studio with
Nice.
with a $100 Shure microphone on the phone.
Yep.
Just
Good,
as
too.
they're rehearsing. That was not even a consideration when we were kids.
Right.
When we were kids and we would rehearse, we would put a boombox in the corner and hit record. And it would be so distorted, you
Is
couldn't
that,
even
you know?
make out what song it was.
Guilty of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
right.
yeah,
You
sure.
couldn't even make out what song it was. And then we would start to figure
Horrible.
out we could throw a shirt over the microphone.
Yep.
And that would
Kind of
help.
help to broaden it
You know,
down.
kind of help. We could
Yeah,
turn,
yeah,
the,
yeah.
turn the microphone
Condense it a little,
away.
you know?
We started coming up with tricks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Well, that's
How
like
funny is that?
one of the things every once in a while I've talked about it and I brought it out was one of my studio reel-to-reels. When I really started getting serious about recording, I went out and spent the money on a high-end,
Right.
you know, piece of equipment. And wow, I was like, boy, how was I doing stuff before?
Right. How was I doing? Right. That's exactly.
You know, like
That is so true. I know. I know it.
it's crazy. But then again, I look at like stuff like that. Man, it cost me a lot of money, and it's a Sony one too, so it wasn't cheap.
It's true. It's so different. So I was just talking to my son about that too, about recording and
Yeah.
all of that stuff. He's into making movies and stuff. We used to do that as kids,
Sure.
horror movies and stuff.
Literally, if you have a cell phone,
And
you have a
he-
recording
yeah.
studio
You're
in
not
there.
kidding.
You got it.
Everything.
You got it.
Yes.
You can
He
pull
uses
up-
a little cam though too. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
but-
no, you can. They have all sorts of different things you can get. I mean, like high end, like high definition video, and you can get a recorder to do that for like under $100.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Yeah.
10 years ago to record high definition, I spent like low end. We were spending over $1,000
absolutely.
on a high definition
crazy.
recorder.
I remember paying
Yeah.
$900 for a Sony digital camera. That was 3 meg, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was
Yeah,
3
yeah.
meg or 3.5
nuts.
meg. It was
Yeah.
the best one you can get.
Yes.
Like, oh
And
my
then-
god, this is the best.
Three months later, it was 5 meg, and then 6 months later, it was 6
Yep.
meg.
Yep.
And forget meg now; it's like way beyond that. But I remember
Yeah,
paying
right.
paying $800 and something to get a Sony digital camera.
Mhm.
That's
It was
insane.
one of the very first. It was,
I do
what a
remember. I remember
what a
that
leap.
actually.
Yes.
what a
Yep.
leap
I know,
forward
Yep.
right
I know.
there.
Handheld cameras,
Everything is
man. It was
obsolete.
Yeah.
handheld cameras, those little ones, you know, little 12 meg, little digital taking
yeah,
pictures with,
yeah,
man. It
yeah.
was like, wow.
Yeah. You remember these? You remember? Zzz, 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 click.
Uh-huh.
That's
Or-
right. I
or-
The
know.
flash didn't go off.
Wait.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, the Polaroid. That's right. I remember. I got that for my
Instamatic going like
13th
this, just
birthday, I
waiting
think,
for
or
it to help
something.
develop it.
I'll tell you what.
We're
that
showing our
technology-
age now,
That
Brian.
technology
I know.
was astounding.
Yes.
When that
Yeah.
came out,
Yep.
that you didn't have to take the film and wait
Yes.
for days
Oh,
to get
digital?
the film back. No, the Polaroid.
Oh, the Polaroid.
In the
right,
70s
right.
when that
I'm
came out,
going
when we were
way
little
back.
kids.
I know.
It was like, oh my
My
God,
God.
this just happened.
Yep.
Remember
This
that?
just happened.
That's right.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah.
And yes, you're absolutely correct,
Yep.
Pete. Trying to do lyrics back then, tough, of course, for
Oh,
sure.
forget lyrics back then.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know how many incorrect lyrics I've sang for years?
Yeah.
For years,
Sure.
because it was like you would record it, and then from the radio, let's just say,
I wonder
right?
if that's PK Ripper. It's,
And that-
it's,
Oh, that's
it's
cool.
on there.
Oh, that's on.
Pete.
Oh no, Pete! This is one of
Oh,
our
somebody-
regulars
Oh.
on Facebook. Yeah.
All right. Our guitar player's name is Pete. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He might be driving a train right now, literally.
Yeah, he's an
But if
engineer.
he's not,
That's
he'll
cool.
jump on probably. Yeah,
That's
he's an
cool.
engineer on the big train.
This is for
Oh,
you,
that's cool.
Pete.
I actually,
This
Yeah.
one,
yeah.
That's
Oh,
great.
what's that?
Been part
I
of
had a
it for
book of
years.
misheard lyrics.
Oh, I've seen that.
And
Hilarious.
the first one is excuse me while I kiss this guy instead of
Yeah.
Kiss the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I was like, oh.
We actually do that on
We
purpose.
have a list of
Yeah.
those too.
That we make up our own lyrics
Yeah,
just
yeah.
for. I'm sure every band does
Yeah,
that
sometimes
too.
you gotta.
So-
Budrich, what's going on, man? Nice to see you over there.
Teaser tune, what do you go song is that? Say It Ain't So.
I was just gonna say it.
My son thought, he was about 12, and he thought it was Wrestle My Jimmies. And we said, what's your Jimmies? He goes, you know.
Well,
You
even
think he
kids.
said that?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we laughed. Our
Yeah,
asses
so
off,
much,
dude.
yeah.
Seriously, that was
Oh,
one
I'm
of the
gonna
most recent
torture him.
ones. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Her ex-husband, we used to do a song called Shout It Out Loud by Kiss, you know?
Yo, quite
And it was,
familiar.
Yeah.
when the night's begun and you want some fun, you think you're going to find it? Like, her ex-husband thought he was our guitarist. He thought it was
With an ice cream cone.
and you want some fun, you think you're going to find it. With an ice cream
Which
cone.
Tortured
laughing
him.
over in Facebook
Tortured
right now.
Yeah, that's hysterical.
With an
Sorry,
ice cream
Tom.
cone, yeah.
If he ends up seeing this.
He will
Donna,
too.
how
I
are
told
you?
him I'm
Thanks
gonna
for
send him a
joining
link.
us at Facebook
Yeah,
Land.
this is
by the way.
the link.
Hey, Donna, hey, guys.
Hysterical.
Yeah, again, people can find it directly off of my Facebook page. It's right there. They can find it in YouTube.
Awesome.
Quite a few other places.
Good.
Yeah, there's people logged in on both sides. Linda, how are you? Thanks for joining us at Facebook Land. Nice to see you.
Hey, Linda.
I love it.
Going to continue on. Going to grab some more music. Don't forget, everybody, it's 4:17, so you know what time it is.
3
Make
minutes.
sure, yeah,
3
you're
minutes.
packed, you're rolled, you're raring to go. I mean, if you don't spark up at 4:20, the people come in. They grab your smoker's card. They take your bowl and bong away. You get put in a corner for 20 minutes. It's a dunce cap. It's this whole scene. I mean, just do yourself a favor and light up. Remember,
Us all. Yeah.
yeah, remember, even recreational, it's medicinal in nature. So don't be fooled. Absolutely.
This is true.
Yeah, it is. It is. I actually, I don't know if she ever told you. I was executive director of Normal Connecticut here, and
Really?
I've been a very big part of Cannabis in Connecticut and helping to
that.
do a lot of stuff. And,
Mhm.
oh yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
a lot of research, a lot of studies. I'm a lifelong sufferer of severe Crohn's.
Yeah.
I was taken out of here in an ambulance. I flatlined because of pharmaceutical due to my Crohn's.
Really?
So yeah, I'm gonna stick to just smoking stuff that is natural. I know is not gonna kill me.
Well,
It's never killed a person.
People are finally catching on.
You know? Oh, absolutely,
Right.
You know,
absolutely.
finally. At
Well,
this point,
finally, yeah. You got
2019. Like it's.
you got 33 states that have medical. You have 11 states that have gone legal for recreational. As well, in those 33 states, you have at least half of them that have brought in pediatrics, giving it to children in an oil, in a tincture, because
Sure.
of how well it works.
Epileptic children.
And
yeah,
oh, so
yeah,
so many things
absolutely.
though.
It's
Honestly, so
fascinating.
many
Yeah.
things.
I've,
Yes.
I've seen so much, not to interrupt you, but
Yeah,
you
no.
know, children that, you know, with seizures, and you
Mhm.
see them, you know, with the oil, and
It's almost instantly.
Yeah.
almost instantly.
Yes.
30 seconds later, the kid
Yes.
is
Wow.
just functioning,
Yeah.
and it's,
And
it's
I
a
mean, here
beautiful
we
thing.
were as
It's a
kids, you
beautiful
know.
thing.
Yeah,
It
here
really
we
is.
were
It's
as
like,
kids
really?
hanging
It's
out.
not working? Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Yep.
Better than any
You know?
medication you could possibly
Whatever,
of
whatever
course.
could have been given,
design.
for sure. There we go, a little reggae. I feel it kind of fits the time,
Nice.
right? Summer in the island.
Reggae's always a good thing.
Summer in the island.
419, everybody, 419.
Oh, that's right. He's going to Aruba next week, right?
Oh,
2 weeks.
very
I'm
nice.
so jealous.
For sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the places I'd love to go. Back when I drank,
Yeah.
my whole thing was when I retired, I wanted to have a hut on the beach in Jamaica selling drinks to tourists.
Imagine. What a
Well,
life.
I mean,
What
now
a life.
now that I don't drink,
Yeah.
it kind of had to alter it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be great. Just
That
sitting
would
there,
be great.
You know,
Have you been to Aruba?
I never been. That was
I
one of
was-
the places that's
It's
on
amazing.
the list.
I was there
It's
for my
on the list.
honeymoon. It's amazing.
Oh,
That's why I'm so jealous he's going. It's when I said I've been to a few islands.
Any
That's the
possible-
one I want to go back.
Any burglars
420,
out there,
everybody.
I'm going to have someone in my house.
Oh, stop it.
Don't think my house will be empty, yo. 'Cause it
that's
won't.
awesome.
It won't. It
Well,
won't.
that's
Nobody
My
knows exactly when
grandparents
you're
made
going.
it to Hawaii. I'd like to go there.
You will
And you have a
find.
killer dog too.
Okay, what's going on? You will find the broadcast in Facebook directly on my page. It's not on Compound Concentrates and Coffee's page. I'm going to be sharing it over there in one moment. Benny, how are you, my friend? Nice to see you in Facebook land. Thanks for joining us. And Kevin, what's up, buddy? Person you definitely know who just logged in, Kevin Lawless.
Oh, Kevin, how's it going?
Over there on
What's up, Kevin?
Facebook. Yep, just came on.
Mr. Lawless,
Absolutely.
singer of many,
We've been
many
friends
good
for-
bands.
Sure.
30
I was
years, I
telling him. I'm like, dude, I know you do covers, but still, you can come on, talk about some upcoming shows.
Absolutely.
Ozzy America, and he's the singer of Feels Like the First
Yeah.
Time.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. I forgot the
That's
foreigner.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Kevin's an old friend. We know him since the 90s.
He
Yeah.
said, sup.
A man of many words.
Absolutely.
Sup.
Succinct, very.
Yes.
This is
That
true.
That's awesome.
is funny. Again, I'm going to share the broadcast over to Compound Concentrates and Coffee's page right now. So, whoops. So how's things, Kevin?
What's night? Wednesday? Oh no, it's Tuesday. He's got his School of Rock thing.
Yep.
I
Debbie?
think it's Tuesday, right?
I believe it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Hey, Debbie.
Yeah.
Debbie, how are you? Thanks for joining us in Facebook. And Russ, thanks for joining us in Facebook. More and more people are hitting the broadcast. Kevin's like, just working. Yeah, I hear that, buddy. I know, I've had some people, though, since I've been doing this, they're like, why don't you get a real job? I thought I had one. I'm paid to do this. Isn't that what a job
That's
is?
right. You do something, you get paid. That's you're working,
No.
right? That's what I thought it was.
It's,
Yeah.
it's in my house, yeah, so what? It's on my front porch. Hey, you want to do something like that? You can do it yourself.
That's right.
I mean,
It's very true.
you know?
I've worked out of my house for 20 plus years.
That's exactly right.
I ran my computer and internet company out of my house.
Just property.
Didn't pay for
Beautiful thing.
storefront, didn't have rent, didn't have to worry about extra insurance and different things. And,
Absolutely. That's
Hey,
right.
Debbie.
No overhead. It's beautiful.
yeah.
So this is say, you own this beautiful property in this house, and people think you don't have.
Yeah,
money.
no,
Oh, this is
it's
gorgeous.
like,
It's really.
it is a job. It's, I mean, I do this 8+ hours a day. I do it 7 days a week. The show's expanding to weekends
Yeah,
and
I
overnights.
just noticed that. I didn't know you were doing weekends, and then
Yeah.
I just recently noticed that.
Yeah, we're expanding weekends and overnights. And then once we round out that, we're actually going to have other VJs from other time zones
Oh, wow.
who are going to do
That's
shifts
awesome.
covering their time zones. And they're going to be running through our network and doing everything there as well. So
Very cool.
we will be covered all over the place.
Anybody thirsty?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, so
Thanks for
it's
asking.
Water. I'm good though. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. People are okay. Cool. See, people are still talking over there. And yes, I know your team Facebook. As I said, if you just go onto my Facebook page, my main page, you'll find it right there. And I'm sharing it over to the Compound Concentrates and Coffee right now. I know we kind of threw people off on this one. Russ, you're awesome. Russ says, I'm a live stream critic. This stream needs more cowbell and unicorns. Cowbell and unicorns. Dude, that's a hell of a combination, man. Like, you and I need to sit down and have a discussion about your medication. That is a combination you don't often find together.
Now I got a picture of a unicorn standing up hitting a bell.
You don't want to know the picture I got. We're not even going to go there. So here we go. Cyanide Circus, Echopraxia, picking it up a little bit for those who like the heavier stuff. And we still have more for you. We still have more. I mean, I only gave you 3 questions so far, or 2 questions. Yeah.
We haven't put her on the spot yet. We have to ask her one.
Oh,
Well, actually, I kind of go back and
Great.
forth. Yeah, the questions are 1-to-1, and then kind of a collective.
Okay.
Got it.
All right.
So, yep.
All right.
Oh, yeah. What would you, kind of like this, what would you be doing right now if it wasn't for your music career? There's kind of a question we all get as musicians. I mean,
if it weren't for my music career, that's a really good question. I couldn't even tell you. I mean, I've been doing music for over 30 years, so I can't
so
really.
that's awesome.
I can't really
no,
think.
that's
Since
awesome.
I'm 15.
Wow.
So yeah,
See?
you know, we've been in bands together since we're literally 15 and 17.
That was going to be
Yeah.
another thing I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Have you always
Always.
interacted together in groups? Did you ever have separate stuff?
Yes,
Yeah.
we had separate projects
But-
too. Yeah.
The first real gathering of musicians,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the first time.
Yeah.
So I was 13, 12, 13,
Yeah.
so probably 1984.
Okay.
No, 82.
82. Yeah, that's right.
I was going to say, my freshman year of high school.
1982, I was 13. So I would say, yeah, Screaming from Engines,
Yeah.
the Beast.
Nice.
That's when we
Sure,
first started
sure.
playing together. My best friend, as a guitar player,
Nice.
was then
Yep.
still my best friend. And then went our separate ways into the original music world.
Exactly.
And came back together in '95 in a cover band in Connecticut called DOA 2000 that played all
Okay,
over.
yeah.
We had a blast. And then did that until 2000, and then we became a wedding band called Funky Business.
Yep, I remember. I totally remember.
We were a
that.
wedding band for about a
Yep.
dozen years.
Yep.
And then when that ended, I went on and played in a couple of cover bands.
Yeah. Oh, we did an acoustic
And
for
then
a short
I
while.
put my band together again, and we got back together.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
there you have it.
Yeah, that's
Good.
the story.
That's our history.
There you go.
Yeah, I can't pick. I mean, I didn't really answer your question completely, but I can't really think of anything else. I mean,
Nothing that. I mean,
you know, other
just
than
always
working
thought
and making
basic
money and
musician.
stuff, I was always making music
Right.
along with that.
Yep.
So it's never been, you know, a question of it, you know, not being a part of my life. You know what I mean? It's just always been there. It's always
Sure.
been
Sure.
a constant.
Nice.
You know?
Nice.
Yeah.
Change the date on Facebook. You know what? I just noticed that. Yeah, the dates on both of the broadcasts. Boy, so you went on. Well, all right. Well, that's cool. Again, doing a separate thing, but doing stuff together. I was just saying, when you did separates, did you like book shows together, like, you know, your band
No,
playing?
surprisingly, no.
No?
I didn't. No, and sometimes there was kind of a lapse, right? You know, in between.
Mhm.
You know, I went out, I found a couple of cover bands, and they were, I don't want to get into that, but, and he was doing, you were doing more original things,
Or other cover bands.
you know,
whatever.
or some
Yeah.
cover bands, that's right,
Mhm.
at that, as of late,
Mhm.
yeah.
So to me, I mean, I did the cover thing, like, again, we all did, you know, late 80s, a little bit early 90s. But I was always like, if I'm going to spend my time on something, I'd just rather write my own stuff. I'd rather play my own stuff. I'd rather sing my own
But
stuff.
playing in front of 4 people is really a drag.
I see, again,
That
I
was
had
the
the
problem.
mentality and literally did it a couple times. I didn't care if it was one
Yeah.
person in a phone booth.
Yeah.
If they were there because they truly wanted to hear, wanted to listen,
Right,
Yeah.
right.
this is where everybody started. So
Yeah.
this is what we did.
Yeah.
This
Right.
is what I knew was going to happen.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
I've also, because we literally Apocalypse Highway, if you recall, we became a touring band.
Right.
We went coast to coast. I played in front of 100,000 people. I walked out on stage. There we go. I started getting them again. I walked out on stage and literally just stopped dead in my tracks. It was like,
Yeah.
I can do this.
Yeah. As an amateur musician, as a local, you know, weekend warrior musician,
Mhm.
like really everybody in Connecticut, other
Mhm.
than a couple,
Yeah.
maybe Jimmy Bell, you know.
Yeah.
But as a
Right.
weekend warrior musician,
Sure.
if you want to really, do it for the love of playing the music and having a good time with it and being
Right.
able to enjoy yourself. Unfortunately, the original scene doesn't really exist. There's probably 2 or 3 places that you would even know by name. You know what I mean?
I know.
It's not much of it's a very big cover scene. There's a lot of cover bands.
Right,
There's
yeah.
some really, really good ones.
Sure.
There's some really not good ones.
Yeah.
The clubs
Yeah.
filter them out really, really fast.
That's true.
Really
Yeah.
fast.
They don't
that's
last.
You
definite.
could count on one hand the top tier,
Sure.
you know,
Sure.
and then on 2 hands the next tier, you
Right.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
And
your
then-
A level,
and
B
then-
level, and
And
on
then
Oh,
the
yeah.
rest of the bands
Yeah.
struggle to get into the
Oh yeah. No.
worst of the room, so to speak, you know, without
Right, right.
Being
right,
an
right.
owner of a club of clubs too. I mean, I owned Osiris Cafe in Anso, and I was doing that, booking shows. I started out doing open mic nights there.
Yeah.
And ended up running the place, ended up owning the place, literally owning the place. And yeah, I mean, sure, having people come in, I was always like, yeah, sure, you're a local band, I'll give you a try. Come on in. Hearing like within the first song, just being like.
Oh yeah.
We
That's
will
all it
not
takes.
be having.
Yeah.
You know?
It only takes 1, 2.
You know,
Yeah.
yep. You know, or literally letting them know, hey, we have open mics. You know, come on down, hang out, do
Yeah.
your thing. I mean,
That's the best way, I would think, to do
that's
it.
what I was going
Being
to
an
ask
owner,
you
know, or a
again. I
manager,
mean,
sure.
you guys had to. Yeah, I mean, open mics, open
Never
mics,
been
open
to one.
mics. Really, you
I've
never
been to
done
one.
open mic thing?
No.
One.
Most of the bands I've been in have been bands that I was a forming member of. so
Oh,
to
that's
speak.
true. Yeah.
So I've always
I didn't know
put-
that, Charlie.
I've always
right?
put together most of the bands.
Well,
I've
yeah,
played.
because I know you said
Yeah.
you did a little original, so that's why I was.
I did
wondering.
that, you know, I did that in the late 80s during
Right.
the hair band. I should say the early 90s. I was one of the leftover hair bands. A
Yeah.
good one, but when grunge was taking over.
Yeah, right.
I was one of the leftover bands that got left behind. So that was the original thing.
Okay.
Actually, one of my friends went on to be in the band 9 Days. Do you remember the song?
I
This
actually,
is the story of a girl.
Absolutely.
You know that song?
yes.
Yeah. John Hampson was my guitar player in the band that I was
And
in,
roommate.
in,
Yeah.
in the late 80s, early 90s. And he went on to form a band called 9 Days that actually had great success. They had a #1 hit in 2000.
Yeah.
It's almost 20 years ago.
And he's still
Wow.
getting
I don't
royalties,
know about
right?
that. I don't really wouldn't know.
I
But
don't know.
he's a great songwriter. I haven't seen him in many years, but the only real success story out of the whole
thing,
network,
huh? Yep.
out of the whole network.
Well, I mean, that is
You know?
something too. That everybody talks about. It really is. I mean, it's 1,000 people that try to be a serious musician, you're gonna get 5, maybe 10
If you're lucky.
that are really gonna
Yeah.
do something.
Right.
You know, like, and again, like she just said, it's
Yeah.
if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Ah, Brian T, what's going on? Hey, Bob, how are you? Thanks for joining us on Facebook. Nice to see you over there.
Hey guys.
Ah, trying out a new bong. There you go. What's a better time to do it?
Have fun with that. Mine's broken. Ooh.
And yes, yeah, I've been in a lot of different bands, but this is their time. Thanks for the question. No, we'll get into that later on. We really will. This one song, it always kind of cracked me up. Like, what was this person doing when they thought of the name? They named their song 1994 Cutlass Cruiser. All right, here we go. It's a little short recording for you as we continue on. Again, thank you for joining us, everybody. Facebook and YouTube. How'd you do this morning? Well, you didn't do that well. Trivia challenge for Facebook this morning was, as a matter of fact, it was pitiful. Yeah, it was YouTube 10.5. It was Facebook 1.5. You prevented a shutout, but not really by much. What's going on, Sherry? Thanks for joining us over there on Facebook. As good, it's always to see you.
Whoa.
When he said the name of that band, it made me think of Jesus Christ, their Supercar. Remember?
Yeah, I can fix it. It's just the stem, so I can replace that part.
Now we got people from Facebook jumping over here to YouTube, which they often do. They jump back and forth and kind of pick on each other. It's all the same broadcast, but they've got their loyalties. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, this one, that one. They're like very together clicks, you know. It's kind of funny.
Yep.
Yeah, see, Russ McGovern, Facebook just said fuck YouTube. We love you, Russ. We love you, buddy. All right, next. Write set lists since you do covers, or do you just go in and wing it?
It's a good question. Really good question. I put more time into set lists than maybe anything else.
Okay. All right.
And the good bands that I like,
Right.
do the same thing. And there's a flow to a night, as you know. There's a flow to the night. And I really plot it out. However, how
They're
often,
Subject to change.
how
too.
often do we
Right.
stick to the list?
Right, right.
When
Sure.
the band gets good, like our band is only a baby. This band is only 6
Oh, yeah.
months old.
Yeah.
But we have good players, and we're more than 6 months old. We're a year and a half, but we're the same lineup for 6 months.
Okay.
What I
Right.
mean,
All right. Well,
we're gigging for 6 months with this band.
Right.
Because we've got the right guys. We're just starting
Finally.
to get really good. The point is,
Yeah.
we're at the point with these guys where I can pull stuff out of my ass
good.
and say, jump to this, jump to this. They all have the list. They know where we are. Sometimes I'm
Good.
calling off songs one after another, but I have a framework.
Nice.
It's a really good question, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of time on that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, again, talk to people about, you know, to me, it was they were always integral. They were important,
Yeah.
and we literally would do 2 lists: the regular set list,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
the alternate.
Yeah. I do a
Right.
3 set list and I do a 2 set list.
Yep.
Because, you know,
Yeah. No,
the
you've got
place
it.
is jamming at 11 o'clock. We're not going on break.
Yeah. No.
We're just going to keep playing.
Yeah.
You know, we do it.
That's rough.
Although I've seen people do that before. I've seen bands do that.
Yeah.
Like, they get the house really going. It's jumping. There's a lot of people in there.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's a Friday night. It's good. All right, everybody, we'll be back in like 20, 25 minutes. And I'm just like,
And it clears out.
And it
I
clears
know.
out.
I know.
We played for almost close to 2 hours straight.
sure.
Straight.
If I had my druthers,
Yeah.
dude, seriously.
Yeah.
I'm a bass player and one of the singers. She's the lead singer. I sing a bunch of tunes. She sings most of it. It's more on her. The drummer has a lot on him. I was a drummer, so it's a lot
Sure.
to play all night. But if I had my druthers, we would play all night.
Yeah.
I would jump, and we would take time where, but you know, like we jump into 3 songs that I sing 2 of them, and my guitar player sings 1. She could go take a break for 15
Right,
minutes,
that's
12
true.
minutes.
Yeah,
Right.
good
My drummer
point,
could
good
jump
point.
off stage, and we could do Creep or something without
Right.
drums.
Right.
You know, and he can go take
Sure.
a pee and get a beer. Like, but
Yeah.
I really think that,
No,
because I
it's
know there are
perfect.
bands that are doing it. There are good bands out there. That,
Certainly.
you know,
Oh yeah.
there are also bands that are, you know, like the Fun Bags or the Pop Rocks. The best out there are
Yeah.
buddies
I mean, come on.
that they could take as long a break as they want. Nobody's going anywhere.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, but
Absolutely.
that took 30
Shakedown's another
years.
one,
Shakedown's another one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Although
There's a lot of
Shakedown,
them.
man, there's
Shameless is another one.
A story that comes up so often was a shakedown over at Toad's, and we almost got busted because we were smoking in the bathroom.
Smoking in the boys' room.
And
Yeah.
the guy walks in and he was like, "I know what you're doing in here. Put that stuff out right now and get out of here." And all you heard was, and everybody like really quick.
Like little rats.
Oh, it was so funny. It was so funny.
I remember the days of Toads. Oh yeah.
Oh man, yeah, so nice.
Nights, I should say. At
I was
times.
talking
Well,
about
yeah,
Toads
man. At one time, that
yesterday.
place was like, you know, you mentioned Toads, like
Oh,
that was
yeah.
it was iconic.
I was talking
Yeah.
about seeing Extreme at Toads.
Oh yeah.
On the
Oh, wow.
3 Sides to Every Story tour.
Good.
Yeah.
God.
And then
That's
again
awesome.
on Waiting for the Punchline. I was having lunch with a guitar player buddy of mine that was, we're talking about Extreme, and I was
That's cool.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Toads.
were like groomed on
so
that.
many great bands at Toads Place.
Great
Oh
band.
yeah.
So many great
Oh, yeah.
bands.
Yep. I mean, I played the main
Absolutely.
stage at Toads. Plus, I even played upstairs in their little,
Yeah.
you know, which I thought was
We played the main
pretty
stage
cool.
twice, I think, with DOA 2000.
I thought it was
in
one
the
of that.
90s.
Really?
Friday night, playing with
Yeah.
our friends Derek and the Fun
That's
Bags.
cool.
Because Derek and the Fun Bags on a Friday night at Toads would only draw like 1,100 people.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. right.
Yeah, only.
And they would have
We did
us,
that wig out
and they
thing.
would
Remember
have,
that wig out thing?
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They would
What's
have
the
us,
last
they would
band
have
I
a
saw
couple of
at
bands,
Toads?
Presence in those days, remember?
Yes.
A couple of our friends, yeah.
That's right,
Those
I
were the
forgot.
days.
Those were the days.
That was
Last time I
covers,
went to
too.
Toads, I saw Deep Banana Blackout.
Deep Banana
I
Blackout.
remember that.
They were a great
I
band.
remember them.
They were
yes.
they were original band, right?
Yeah, they were.
all
They were a
original,
good
I think.
band too.
Yeah.
The Fun
Yeah.
Bags were all covers back. They were the only cover band that Toads would ever book.
That's so true.
Like a cover band, you know. at
Yeah.
Toads.
Andrea, how are you? Thanks for joining us on Facebook. What's up? Hey, Sandy,
Andrea.
how are you?
Sandy.
Thanks for joining us. So far, broadcasts seem to be going okay. I know there was a little issue at the beginning, but overall, it seems to be working well now. I'm glad about that. Once again, thank you very much for joining us here
Oh,
today.
thanks
I
for
do
having us.
appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, you jumped on the broadcast the other day, and I was just like, it was a golden opportunity. Really.
It was meant to be. Right?
Anything we can do,
You know?
Brian, to get more people to come see our band.
That's- Again, this is what literally, I was telling Captain and telling him, talk to other people, tell other people.
Right.
Absolutely.
We were saying it on the way here. We're saying this kind of thing, as we all know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
sure.
about one hand washes the other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Our
For sure.
friends are going to be checking you out.
Yeah,
Your friends are going to be
That's
checking
right.
us out.
that's it, that's
and,
it,
and that's how we make more and more friends.
for sure.
That's what it's about, you know?
That's
Absolutely.
it. And they both washed the face. One hand washes the.
Yeah.
I was a little late for that.
Yeah.
I know.
Ah,
Sorry,
it's
I was
all-
a little late.
All right, we had a
He's
little
looking
request.
at me like, what?
We had a little request for some hip hop. It's Nico Fuzz. It's Barber Sauce. This one's a funny one. It's called Bake Dat Cake.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
You know what I want to do?
What?
I still want to do
Bake a cake?
Boys in the Hood, the
Yeah.
version that those guys do.
Yeah, the date's actually being
Oh, yeah.
fixed over there on Facebook. We know that. I'm putting in the broadcast information for Facebook as we speak, updating that, and for YouTube. Yeah.
Good work. I know the tune.
And James, I'm glad you're getting good video. Really? Ah, excuse me over
Yep.
there. And this is why we mute things. Yeah, not really a hip hop person
Sounds a
anymore.
little Beastie Boy,
but-
doesn't it? A little bit.
Yeah, some of the
Yeah.
tracks we call them like I'll be playing one soon. I call it the Lost Man Hagar track.
Nah.
As soon as you
Right.
hear it, you're gonna be like literally, this isn't Sammy, this isn't them. Like it's that spot on. Yeah.
It's dead on. Dead on. Dead on.
Yep. We have the Lost Depeche Mode
You
track.
think they're trying it? You think they're trying to be? Or
Oh, 100%. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We have one that I call the Lost P-Funk track because they were listening to Parliament Funkadelic and just like sat down and did a thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep, the Seinfeld song because the bass line is just It's that.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, it's a meme now.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
My son's always got it going on.
Yeah. Yep. I have not played Never Never Land yet, but I will put you on the list, no problem. Yeah, again, when I got into hip hop, it was Run DMC's Rock Box. I wore that thing out. I wore it out. But I mean, again, you're talking electronic guitars, you know.
Right, right.
Like, it was rock. It was.
It was more or less,
Yeah.
you know, pop, hip hop, if you will. You know?
Yeah, I mean, they're doing it now, but
Right.
look how long ago that came out.
Right.
You know? I mean, that was when I liked it. That was when I thought it was different. It was unique. It was, you know.
Definitely.
I mean, I also listened to country for a long time. Not really my thing anymore, but I give them credit, especially people.
He's shaking his head.
Yeah, no.
I'm amazed at how original. I'm not a hip hop guy. I'm amazed at how it keeps sounding new to me, different to me.
Mm.
Like people like Cardi B.
Yes.
Yeah.
And people like even like Missy Elliott, like things that I remember starting to hear. I'm going like, what?
Yeah.
What's like? It's a totally new sound, like a new twist, a new way of delivering. Like I'm not a fan of Cardi B. Or my son was playing it for me in the car the other day
Oh, really?
because his girlfriend makes him listen to it.
Oh,
And he hates it.
jeez.
He hates it.
I can imagine.
But I sat there and I said, she's actually really good. Like, she's really good, and there's a reason why she's selling millions and millions.
Yes.
It's hitting people somewhere because she's really good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like even if you
Right.
don't
They
like
have
it,
created an
even
edge.
if you don't like it, yeah.
Yes.
Some of those artists have created a serious niche. What's his name? Eminem. Nobody sounded like that when he started doing that.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I mean, it's
innovative,
20 years
yeah.
ago now.
Yeah,
right?
it was
But
so unique
No, I
at
know.
first
So
that,
unique.
like,
He was
yeah,
a
people were
trailblazer
just
with
like,
that.
what?
after saying, what more can you do? Like NWA's done it. Like that's it.
Exactly.
You know, like they've gone as far as they're going to go, and you get something totally left field. It's very interesting.
Here's something very left field for you.
Maybe it's the weed dog.
You mentioned maybe it is. You were mentioning Missy Elliott.
that fucking Kit Kat commercial.
No,
Oh, sorry,
I
guys.
Oh,
don't
she's
even.
so
I didn't
coarse.
even see that yet. So don't even. I didn't want to know about it.
Where it
I
sings
was-
backwards. She's
really?
Like, it's a
Uh-huh.
Kit Kat commercial,
It's-
and,
yeah.
then, and then
Oh.
it turns around and they bleep out what she says because she says if you got a big dick,
Dick,
let me
let me
search it.
search it.
Oh
Yep.
shit! Really?
It's actually what she says, and it's a big controversy. Have you read about it?
Yes.
And I believe
Now I gotta go on
believe-
YouTube and find the frickin' thing.
I believe 100%
Yeah.
that the advertising agency knew full well.
Well.
Of course they did. First of all, they
Yeah.
believed
Of
what
course
she
they
said.
did. Hell yeah.
So they knew that was going to create an uproar. By the way, I saw the commercial yesterday. It's still on the air.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Is it real?
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant.
I mentioned that to my wife. I mentioned it to my daughter. I was
Yeah.
like, "Do you know what she's saying there?" And they're
I
like,
did the same
"No."
thing.
Yep.
I
And
was
I
like,
was
can you believe
like,
this?
"Yeah." I
Did
was
they
like,
bleep out her like? Oh, you can read her lips.
If you got a big,
if you-
search it. Like,
Yep.
they just
Yep.
block out dick.
all you got to do is search the song.
Search the
Yeah.
song. That's what I did. And I'm like, I know she's saying something because I could tell it was bleep.
Yeah.
I know, and I searched it and I went, son of a bitch. And then I saw it on Facebook the next day and somebody was like, can you believe this shit? And I was like,
It's awesome.
And you know what? You are absolutely correct. I have to agree. Weird Al does rule.
Yeah,
That dude.
Oh,
That
yeah.
dude is amazing. The
I have to
mind on
agree.
him.
Yankovic. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
great.
so the
Great.
mind on him.
Yeah.
You got to
we were
give it
talking
to
about Steel Panther. You
Oh,
familiar with those
oh,
guys?
yes.
On our way here,
Yeah.
those guys are funny, man.
Yeah.
You talk about Weird Al.
Mm-hmm.
They're funny because they're really good.
Mhm.
I've seen them live, but their lyrics are hysterical.
Yes.
And they act like they kind of don't realize it. Some
Mhm.
of it, it's like
Mhm.
really.
Oh, that makes it even
very
Well,
good.
they
Weird
they
Al
play-
started it though.
yeah.
Weird Al.
They play the
That's
ditzy
right.
blonde routine up hard.
The bass player, yeah, they act like he's just got no brain. You know, they make fun of him the whole night.
Yep.
He's got a mirror. He goes back by his amp and
He's sitting there.
fixes his hair. You know.
Got the duck lips going.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
really good.
Oh yeah.
Everybody out there, I'm not trying
Yeah.
to cause a controversy, but anyone else out there doing that shtick, there's a couple of bands in Connecticut. They wish they were Steel Panther. They're just not. They're good, but they're not
Yeah,
Steel
no,
Panther.
They're not right.
That's all I'm
right.
saying.
They got the idea though. They
Totally.
were like, all right, you
God
know
bless
what?
'em.
I get it. That's funny. Yeah, let's.
And
let's-
and the both bands that are doing it are very good. They're both very good. Just saying.
It's
You know.
hysterical.
I'm not calling out any names or anything. You know.
Actually worked with one of those bands years ago, so I know exactly who you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, and there's
Oh, yeah.
a couple of others too that are doing it, but not as
All right, you know what? Let's. I had a request for some Psy coming, by the way. Not a problem.
What I started to say was, we went on a tangent as we always do, but I was convinced for a long time that Missy Elliott and Mary J. Blige were the same freaking person.
Oh, jeez. I don't know which one I like less.
They're never
Spinal Tap.
You never
is
see
great
them in
too,
the same
yes.
room.
Spinal Tap
Together?
is the
You know?
guidebook to it.
Oh my God,
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. That is the
Guidebook.
guidebook. You're so right.
Steel Panther.
When
Steel
they
Panther
when they
comes from
started
Spinal
talking about Stonehenge and
Totally.
that little thing comes down,
Yeah.
it's
It's
like
supposed
that.
to be 12 feet, not 12 inches.
We were
Yeah,
in danger of being. Stonehenge was in danger of being trampled by dwarfs. No, we're not playing fucking Stonehenge
He
today.
got stuck
Can
in
I
the,
raise
in
a
the, in
practical
the pod.
question?
They were trying to get him out of there.
Yeah, right. and at the very end it opens,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Steel
Classic.
Panther is
That shit never gets
emulating
old.
them. Oh,
Never gets old.
Nope. Here we go. Cy Cummin, the man who's made his life as a town crier in a global village, be it the subject sociological, environmental, or personal. They say his songs resonate. You know the man, you know the name. Come on. The Fix, it's just this little band. They did 1 or 2 songs. They were around for a while. Yeah, it's that guy. There you go.
The guy from The
Something's
Fix?
calling.
Yeah.
That's this guy right here.
I recognized the name when you said it, but
Yeah.
I didn't know why. I remember that's the guy.
No, that's
from
why I
The
said I
Yeah,
have commercial artists on here. We have a couple of songs that are radio played,
Fix. It's cool.
but most of them are stuff you don't know. It would be the B side.
Yeah. I like everything I hear. I was listening
Totally.
yesterday. I liked what I was hearing yesterday. I didn't recognize any of it, but I knew there was a reason I didn't recognize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you listen to the guy's voice; he's very distinct.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
Lucky Pup. Oh yeah, I remember that. No doubt.
Lucky Pup, oh my God.
Yeah. Not a name I've heard in a long time, but.
The band?
And yes, the David Bowie guy. That's very good. Some of them call him the David Bowie guy.
What was that hit? And we played it for a little while. One thing leads to another.
Oh, yeah, the Fix. Yeah.
That's The Fix, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what a
me
tricky
too.
bass line, man. Oh my
Yes.
lord. What a
Great
tricky
song.
bass
Yes.
line, dude. I couldn't sing backups to the song and play the bass.
The
And I
vocalize
sing lead
were hard,
fine,
too.
but
The
that
vocalize.
guy's doing some really, really funky lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes
Yeah.
full attention.
No
That
doubt.
whole song is much more intricate than,
Deceptively
Yes.
simple.
you know, right, deceptively simple. Thank
Yes.
you.
Deceptively simple.
That's the perfect way to say it. Yeah.
All right. How has your musical tastes evolved since you've been playing music together?
Interesting.
Wow. That is interesting.
Well, I'll say this.
Yeah, you
The
said.
wedding band was quite an education. As a musician, and that was covers too, you know.
Right,
It's
right.
just been covers since 1990. And a drummer in those days, having to play
Standards.
Etta James
Yeah, standards.
to Natalie Wood,
Natalie Cole.
Natalie Cole,
Yep.
to
Sinatra.
Brian Setzer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
to
Sure.
Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Yeah, right.
You know, and everything in between was really an adjustment. And
Totally.
I learned
imagine, I
a
would
respect
imagine.
for a lot of that music that I never had, especially disco.
No, it's true. We were doing everything from the standard jazz, swing.
Well, yeah, I would
As
think
a
being a
disco,
wedding band, sure, you would
you
have
name
to.
it.
You literally would have
You
to
know.
have.
You have to.
Totally.
And before that, when
Yeah.
we were a cover band in the '90s, when we were young,
Yeah.
we started playing. And again, it was the early '90s, so the '70s were really huge, kind of like the '90s are huge right now.
Right. That
Right.
was retro then.
And
Yep.
we were playing
Yeah.
a lot of quote disco
Yeah.
as a 4-piece rock band and getting away with it, and it was really cool. And I developed a taste for disco. We were playing the Bee Gees and Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Oh boy, yeah.
You know, as a
We did
rock
Lady
band.
Marmalade.
Lady Marmalade.
A 4-piece rock band doing Lady Marmalade was on, right? Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys, we don't have polka in here. I don't know. Do you guys do any polka?
I'd be happy to try it.
Yeah, we
if,
try
for
anything.
the right amount of money. I'll book.
Pete over here at Facebook says there's a lot of money in wedding bands. He did it for a while.
Yeah, man. Listen, there's no money in the cover scene unless you're the top band.
Right.
We aren't. We like to be, but we aren't. There's no
Yeah.
money. We do
Yeah.
it for the love.
Yeah.
So we fight and sacrifice every night. So, but the only way to make money as a non-recording artist, in my opinion, is the wedding business.
So true.
Hell yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. We made really good money as a wedding
Yeah.
band, and we loved it just as much, but it was much more of a business. It took a lot more effort.
I was gonna
and
say
time.
a lot of traveling, a lot of constant, like, you know.
You know what? I booked that wedding band exclusively. I did all that nonsense, and I would book us where we wanted to play. In those days, the internet was kind of new.
Yeah,
So to speak.
yeah.
And the Knot, for instance, the wedding website was kind of new, and we were one of 6 or 7 bands. And people would go on the internet and they would find us, and I would send out packages every day.
We had
And
more.
I
We were
picked
turning
and
away.
choosed weddings.
Turning away business.
I picked and choose. I didn't want to play places that treated us like shit. I didn't want to play
Sure.
weddings that
Yeah.
people were assholes. And
Right. No, that's.
we would showcase for them in my house, in my studio, and we would talk to them and we'd say, "This is what funky business does." And before they left, they would write a check,
Right.
and we booked
We were
most of
and
our.
we were in niche too. I mean,
But
we didn't
we
play
only played
chicken dance
2 a
and
month.
Macarena. We didn't. You know
Right.
what I mean? We
Yeah.
put on. It was a show. We did our thing, and
Yeah,
Chicken
know.
dance.
yeah. No,
It
you
was-
weren't going to see that at our.
it was in 2000 through 2012,
Right.
and we were doing a lot of 70s and 80s, and
Yeah.
people ate
Okay.
it up.
Sure. Yeah,
and,
I imagine.
most of the other wedding bands were wedding bands. Like
Mhm.
in those days,
Corny.
Right.
it's
They were
developed. There's a lot
corny.
of great ones now.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We were a little bit of a niche.
But
that
we
was
were a
cool.
disco wedding band at
Yeah.
that time,
Yeah,
and that was really fresh.
Yeah, it was something that
You know what I
wasn't-
mean? We were like really fresh
Yeah,
then.
people were
But
doing a good little
Yeah.
niche in Connecticut,
oh yeah.
Sure.
and that was fun.
But we had some
That was
good
fun.
gigs. We used to
Block
play
Island.
Block Island a couple of summers. You know, a couple of
Yeah.
Mhm. I like Block Island. I used to
Yeah.
go there though for tuna fishing. I used to love going right off.
I love tuna
Yeah.
too.
yeah, me too.
I love tuna. I love tuna
Sea
fishing.
tuna.
I'm eating
Uh-huh.
tuna.
Oh,
Never
absolutely.
tuna.
We're trying to get our buddies, my
Ones.
wonderful
Yeah, it's
buddy
cool.
Chris Michaels of the Pop Rocks.
Yeah,
We're trying to get him to do us a favor and drag us out to Block Island.
absolutely.
Get us out there with that.
If you're out there, Chrissy, Block Island.
There you go. Got a request. All right, here we go. Continuing on. This is We Are the Ones. 4:55 p.m. Everybody, thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, can you believe it? This first hour
Wow.
already almost gone. Stuff runs by fast. It's amazing. And we say that often when we sit here and I look at the clock all of a sudden. I'm like, wait a minute, where the frick did that time
Yeah,
go by?
right?
Like, you don't pay attention to it.
Of course.
You know, but it's also
Yeah, it's
another
like
thing
nice.
too. You look out, you don't see a clock, and the only grandfather clock says 4:20 all the time.
That's cool.
It literally broke, and it's sitting
At
there
4:20.
at 4:20. So that's where it sits.
See that?
That's I just left it there. So all right, we got that one out of the way. All right, how can fans or fans to be gain access to your schedules? Do you have a website? Do you have things they can check out? You want to let us know?
We in this day and age, we need only Facebook.
Yeah.
So we use
that's true.
Facebook. So
That's true.
Sugar Daddy CT.
There you go.
Sugar Daddy CT is us, and you can find our dates.
Awesome.
Speaking of dates,
Yeah, if you got some stuff coming up.
4/19, which is a week from Friday, we're in first time in Scotch Plains Tavern in Essex. Nice room, everyone seems to love. And then the following week, we're back in our home spot, which is Jake's in Wallingford.
There you go.
4/26.
It's always good to have a nice home.
Yeah, it's our favorite.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah,
boy
we love
Aaron
Jake's.
Stone is the sound guy from there, and he's our go-to sound guy. We have other great friends.
Good.
But yeah, so
Absolutely.
There you
Yeah.
go, everybody.
Jake's is always a good time.
Pete's talking to Junior over there. I literally just caught part of a conversation that said it's tough being an exhibitionist when no one's watching.
that's true.
You know, I would have to agree to that, yeah. But, you know, it's not really what it's about at that point, right?
Yeah, that's,
Well.
that's very true. That's a good point.
All right, how do you feel about the internet in the music business?
Oh, wow.
I mean, works well, but it's a double-edged sword.
It is a
So,
double-edged. I was
mean,
just having this conversation with my teenager about, I mean, it just...
Can I answer it as what do I think about Facebook in the music business? Am I allowed to say that?
Let it out.
Yeah, let it out!
I think it's a really, really interesting place.
It
because
is.
It's not reality.
Right.
And I think that the better that you are at marketing and the smarter you are about how you market yourself, the more success you can have out there. But it's a really interesting and scary thing because it's not reality and people can get themselves into a mindset that things are happening out there that aren't necessarily happening.
Sure.
So, I think it could work both ways. Great. I really
You're
do.
so right.
Yeah.
It's like a skewed view of
It is.
reality.
It's
you
not
know, it's
reality.
like perception.
Well, it's kind of like,
You know, so-
everybody used to joke about, seeing things through beer goggles or alcohol goggles.
Yeah, right.
And then the ugly lights
It's,
come on.
yeah,
right.
it's a constant
Yeah.
in Facebook that way as well as other social medias where
Totally.
you see real and you see reality. It's every day, but you see what somebody makes their reality.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Perception is reality.
Yes.
Perception is
whatever
reality.
your perception is. Yeah, it's very true.
I know it.
Very
I
true.
know. It is fascinating.
So again, it's a good thing. It works out well, but at the same time, you see the downside. You know how it works. And
Yeah, you have to be.
so yeah, I mean, music industry even too, and like selling music. The internet was really great for it at first. Then the internet
It's hurting people too.
Yeah,
as we know.
it was like just
Yeah.
the stuff was out there. You wanted it, you could get it like that. You
Yeah.
didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
That's true.
So then it got to the point where musicians were giving away music, but selling other things, making money on merch, making money on touring.
Yeah.
Touring. That's
But
where they're making
yeah,
money now.
Yeah, and now though, even touring though, you're not making it the way you were. It's not the way it was.
Yeah.
And John, what's going on, buddy? Nice to see you, man. Thanks for joining us in Facebook land. John Dirt Francis, the guy. Yeah, he's
Oh,
abandoned dirt. He does dirt.
yeah, I do.
Okay.
And he's married to a friend of mine,
Does the recording,
Lisa
Lisa,
Francis.
yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's a great gal.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, John.
All right. Musical influences, musical icons and influences. What would be yours?
Ooh, there's so many. There's so many.
All right. How about 3?
Okay.
Led Zeppelin, Queen, and Black Sabbath.
See, that's easy for him. That's really easy for you, isn't it? I would say, well, vocally, I can narrow it down. I would say vocally, Ann Wilson of Heart.
Okay. Yep. I definitely agree.
I would say Patsy Cline.
Sure.
And, gosh, I can't think. I'm drawing a blank right now.
Yoko Ono.
Yeah, Yoko Ono. My man is the best in the world.
See?
No offense, Yoko.
Well,
That
all the
won't be
fans in the
that
world.
was-
That would be ourselves. I know. Gosh, there's so many. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do something. This is so lame when I'm going to do Freddie Mercury, all right? No, because especially because
huge.
everybody's a Queen fan now, so,
Of
I'll-
course. But he is one of the greatest.
But he
rock
is.
vocalists
He's
of all
always
time.
been. He's been one of my idols
He was a great performer.
since
He
you know
was.
I was 1978 when I bought my first Queen record.
Sure.
When I
Put
was
on
12.
any live
Yeah.
Queen track that
Yeah.
exists, and it's not all just buttoned up and polished up like Kiss
True.
records.
So true.
Any live Queen you can ever find,
Yeah.
he is always in key.
No,
He's always
he
got
is.
great
Oh,
pitch.
no
always,
doubt.
always amazing.
Love him
guy.
or hate him, like most people love him. but-
Yeah. How could you hate him? Like
Sherry on Facebook says Yoko is my hero, and
Yeah.
then she started
that?
laughing.
Is she everyone?
How did you even get that sentence out without laughing?
Get
You
that
probably
sentence
were
out
laughing
pretty
as you were
easy.
typing that, weren't you? Come on now, be honest.
Yoko Ono was
How'd
a
your keyboard
hero.
not self-implode?
Oh man. All right,
man.
there we go. John says Dave Murray, Ronnie Montrose, and Alex Lifeson.
Dave Murray, Maiden. I like it. That's
Yes.
Very nice. I like it.
Montrose.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
My ex-husband, big fan. Yeah.
Yeah, I got them the same way I got you guys a couple of times with questions. Literally, they were just like, "Whoa, I didn't think about that."
I wasn't
That's awesome.
expecting that question.
And as I
right.
said, nice and easy,
Mhm.
simple guy, you know.
And when you're so eclectic, it's just
Well, that's one of the things I say to people too.
Yeah.
That's my music style as well as the people around me.
Mm-hmm.
It's an eclectic mix.
Absolutely.
Everything from classical, which I listen to daily,
Yep.
to new stuff that I listen to every single day.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love it
You
all.
know,
I
it's
love
like
it
That's
all.
where I feel lacking in my
You know?
music life today.
Really?
I don't feel like I'm open to enough new stuff. I'm gonna have to listen to your show more often.
Well, we're
There
at
you
more
go.
and more all
You
the
know?
time.
Because
too,
I
so
can't
like
force
that.
myself to put on new stuff.
So
And when I hear it, I go, oh.
Oh, hey, yeah,
You
you
know?
know what? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, let me, yeah. And
There's
then
a
you
lot
say
of-
you
Yeah.
find yourself going,
Yeah.
oh, here
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
Yep,
Right,
and
it's
this,
very true.
yeah, and we tell people, every single artist played though, every single artist showcased right there on Facebook. You don't have to worry about hunting down a website, but you can. They all have them, and you can find them over on YouTube. If you're looking to support the band, support the artist, which you really should. Some of these people have stuff. Now, we have 3,100 tracks of music. All the artists have cleared this too. All this stuff is free. You can download every single one of them.
That's awesome.
All right. Yes, they have other things that, of course, you're going to pay for, but you get to hear their stuff here. You get to grab it all. $3,100 worth of music to decide whether or not you want to spend $6 on a CD.
Right.
It's a pretty
right.
good freaking deal.
Yeah, really, really.
You know? Russ says, I feel like I've been drinking watching this. Care to elaborate, buddy? I'm kind of curious.
He feels buzzed.
All right. Story behind the very first song you ever learned to play. How old were you? What was the song?
It's really lame.
My first song was it was Peter, Paul, and Mary. It was Puff the Magic
Really?
Dragon. So you want to talk later?
All right.
Okay.
Showing his age.
Okay, do you really want to know? All right, I'll make this
Yeah.
brief so I won't bore the hell out of everybody.
No, it's all good.
When I was 11, I embarked on what I thought was going to be a career in acting, and I was going to acting school. And I wanted to be on Broadway, and that's where I started, and I fell in love with singing when I was
Nice.
11 or 12, and I had to learn Maybe. The song was called Maybe, and it was from the Annie soundtrack, and that was the very first song that I had to learn the lyrics and memorize.
You're right, absolutely. It's
And
totally lame.
It's totally lame. I told you it was totally lame. I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna lie.
You're right.
I know it couldn't be something cool, but you know, I'm a nerd. Really, underneath it all, I'm a huge nerd.
First track I learned, the first song I learned how to play on the drums.
Yeah.
Feels like the first time by Foreigner.
There you go.
Oh,
All right.
you had to one up me.
I just know that that's the song. I don't know why I know that.
And I never knew that about you.
That's it.
Really.
Yep. I mean, I played along to Kiss records my whole life. The first song that I had to learn was that. Yeah.
Awesome. I never would have thought
And
that
I
in a
still
million
have
years.
A strong admiration for the tune. I love it.
Yeah.
I still.
All right. Now, can listen? I don't mean to interrupt you, but now I want to kind of, like fix what I said. So now, Brian's laughing. No, but I was still listening to cool stuff back then.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
All right, you want to hear the first record I bought? How about that? The first album
All
I
right.
bought? Actually, this is not going to help, but I'm just going to say it anyway. It was Breakfast in America, Supertramp.
That's a great record.
Actually, it was a really good
So I
record.
was
great
11
Yeah.
years old. I bought that record. It was the first
Yeah.
album. I actually went to the
Great
flea
record.
market. I bought it, and I thought I was cool as shit buying it, and it is a great freaking record.
was on
It
the
really
radio.
is.
I was
But
listening.
even today, it's a good
Yes.
record, right? Child of Vision, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good
I
shit.
love that
I
record.
was
Yeah.
listening to Cheap Trick, like anything
Oh,
Cheap
yeah.
Trick.
Us too.
Anything Cheap
Yeah.
Trick.
Yeah, I love Cheap Trick.
Everybody around me at the time was just like,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Cheap Trick was very cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were
like,
big fans.
How did you not? You know?
Absolutely. We just saw them like a
Top
couple of
five.
summers ago.
Top five.
Sure. Oh, absolutely.
I love
Yep.
Cheap Trick.
Them, Dream Theater, like, you want to
That's
talk
him.
about literally sitting there,
Yeah.
kind of, like in awe.
Yeah, me too, man. And
You know, yeah,
totally.
watching them and
Yep.
you know,
I
live
saw
and
them.
stuff.
I've seen them probably 8 or 9 times,
Nice.
and on the Systematic Chaos tour, which
Yes.
is probably 10 years ago, maybe.
Yep. Yep.
One of Portnoy's last
Mhm.
records with them. I actually was lucky enough to be in the 3rd row center,
Nice.
and I mean I've been to a lot of shows, but they blew me away, man. They blew me away, away, and I'd already seen them a half a dozen times.
Adam, what's going on, man? Yes, Dream Theater.
Yeah.
Live at Budokan was one of my
Oh,
first
Cheap Trick.
the first
Greatest.
time I ever saw it. I was just like,
Yeah.
Look.
Me too,
I
man.
know.
feel the same way.
Like literally.
I came out
Yeah.
of Kiss. So in 1979,
Yep,
was that
yep.
when that record
Yeah,
came out?
I
I
believe
was
so.
10 years old.
Mhm.
I was coming out of Kiss and
Mhm.
finding Cheap Trick
Yep.
in
Yes.
Kansas.
Mhm.
And bands like that.
Kansas.
Cheap Trick.
Oh.
I like
Kansas.
Kansas.
Fog
Yeah.
Hat.
Oh,
Fog
we were
Hat
huge
was another
fans. Huge fans.
One of
Yeah.
one of
Get
my
around.
literally very first concerts, as I was 7 years old. I went with my oldest, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I was Kiss.
Yeah.
Then another one was Fog Hat.
That was
Nice.
just like him.
My
How
mom,
old
took,
were you?
my mom took me in 79 to see Kiss.
You were what,
What?
9?
10
8?
years old.
Oh,
10
10.
years old at the garden.
At Madison Square
That's great.
Garden, that's
I
right.
still have the stub on my wall.
That's so cool that Mom did that, too.
Oh no shit!
Right?
John says he started drums at 6 years old. He defected to guitar. He
Nice.
learned Wipeout. Awesome.
There you go.
He goes, and then every Yoko Ono song.
Those are hard to cover.
Nice.
Man.
Every Yoko Ono song. So that took you what? 5 minutes?
I know, I only know one.
7 minutes.
He took one of his old guitars and just beat it against the wall. There you go.
You know, it's kind of sad
Brownsville
that I actually
Station.
know
Very nice.
that song. What is it called? My Man? That Yoko Ono song? Remember that?
I do. I vaguely.
My man is the best in the world. That's like the lyrics of the song. Like,
Y-
and how I know
pretty
that,
much.
I have no. I'm sorry, I know it.
You're a fan.
I know. I'm a fan. You're a fan.
You saw Fog Hat. Nice. That's awesome.
I did too.
I never saw
Yeah,
Fog Hat.
again.
I saw them with,
Amazing,
Bad
amazing
Company,
show.
Fog Hat, and Triumph. That was one show.
There you go.
Triumph.
Nice. Yep.
We saw Triumph together, but that was a
I never
different
saw
show.
Triumph.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, you weren't there? Oh,
Way back when too. I did
Sucks to
Def,
be you.
Def
Rick Emmett,
Leppard.
yeah.
Def Leppard,
Big fan.
Crocus, and Gary Moore was all on one bill.
Oh yeah.
That was actually a really
Crocus.
good show.
Yeah, I always
Yeah.
love Crocus.
Yeah.
I saw Def
One
Leppard.
Again,
vice,
a
one
dude
vice
with
at a
a
time.
voice.
I think it was.
Great voice.
An amazing voice.
Yeah,
Like
Mark
literally,
Swatted.
you sit there and you listen to him, and it's
Yeah.
just like,
They
Yeah,
were the
oh,
poor
totally.
man's.
Wow.
They were the poor
Somebody's
man's
gonna be
AC/DC.
calling now. I
No,
don't think
they-
so.
You know.
Yeah,
With-
no,
also
no.
with really good songs.
incredible.
But not
work.
as good as AC/DC.
Never got. I always said they honestly never got the recognition they should have.
Yeah.
Oh no doubt.
They were
They
never
from
put in front of that right, just
Sweden?
that right moment.
Sweden, right?
I believe it was Sweden. Yes.
Sweden, I want to say.
Yeah,
I
that
want to
sounds
say
about
Sweden.
right.
And they
or
just
Austria, one of those.
they were never given just that
Yeah.
right moment.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
if they were, man, they
It's true.
would have wowed.
It didn't help. Mark
Sure.
Strachey had a round afro. The lead singer.
Oh, Starach, I
It didn't
know what
help.
he looks
Come
like.
on, all right.
It
We're
was
talking about
it was
that.
the
Look at-
time of big
Big
hair, all the bands, you know,
All right,
1982,
what about
83,
Flock
4.
of Seagulls. And
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Yeah,
I know.
really.
Mr. Big,
I
you
know.
know,
That's right.
he made the
What's
duck's
his
ass
story?
into something
I
of
know.
his own thing.
Yeah, totally.
Like he totally did. He took the
I was
DA.
talking about him
Yes.
yesterday,
He took the
I swear to
Flock
God.
of
pompadour.
Seagulls.
He took another one.
That's right.
He put them all together, and you had this thing that was parked on his forehead. It was amazing.
And he played keys with one finger.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
I ran so far away.
Yep, that was it. That was it. Yep.
Couldn't get away.
That's funny. You won't hear that either. That should be.
No.
We won't sing.
Are you
like
kidding
that
me?
either.
Right now, there's people going, "Holy shit!" and
I
they're
know.
just grabbing that short little clip because the three of us just did that.
You're dead.
That's funny.
I'm trying to
Oh,
remember-
Bad Company. You know what?
Yeah.
Another
Oh.
amazing. First time I ever heard him, I was just like, "Yep."
Yeah. Well, there's nobody with a better rock and roll voice probably in the world than that guy.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you know what I mean. I don't love him the most. I'm just saying. But
Well,
that is
no,
like,
I definitely
Yeah,
give
he's
you.
legit.
I mean,
He's
rock and
legit.
roll
Paul
voices
Rodgers is
though.
a perfect
He's
rock and roll.
legit.
Rock and roll
voice, you
voice
know?
too.
Yeah.
David Coverdale. I mean, the
One
man
of the
was
greatest.
the man
Yeah.
hit the Guinness Book of World Records with one of the people with the most perfect pitch.
Is that right?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
No
Yeah,
shit.
that's I
He
love.
was
That's
like
such
back
an
in the
interesting.
day. Just,
you know.
just
So I
just
want your
amazing.
opinion. I want your musical opinion.
Yeah.
Brian.
All right.
I said this on Facebook today to somebody. They had a clip of Dream Theater from last night, and they were saying how great James LaBrie sang.
Mhm.
I love Dream Theater, and I
Mhm.
love James LaBrie, but I said, and it was recorded, I said, in my opinion, he has always had a pitch problem live. Do you agree with
I
that?
actually no, I do, but it seems
Live.
like he uses that though too, and they work with
It's a
it
really good
rather
point,
than
man. It's a
rather
really
than
good
trying to cover
Fight
it,
it,
rather than
yeah.
trying to fight it, rather than the guy knows
Very good point.
exactly.
And the way
Yeah.
he sings, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you
Especially
hear
at,
him
at
do
his
it.
age.
Yeah,
at
you
our
hear him
age.
do it still, and he's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it just all right, here he goes, and all of a sudden, he's like way up here. And it's like,
Yes.
holy shit,
Yes.
dude, let go of your balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
great
Didn't
point.
they just played last night, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what I was
Where
saying.
were they?
Yeah.
I forgot.
I don't think they were at
I'd
Oakdale,
have
were
to-
they?
I'd have
Infinity,
to
maybe?
look.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Not a huge James LaBrie fan, huh? Adam Costa over there.
Huh?
Got another local musician, great
Yeah,
guy.
I was just gonna say,
yeah.
I recognize that.
Oh yeah, no, I've
Yeah.
had him. I had their
Yeah.
band
What
on
bands he play in?
quite a few of our shows. Brutal Rise.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
had them on quite a few of our bills, and even when I did the Metal Madness local band showcase, I used to put them on it. We used to go around and do this festival back then,
Nice.
before people were doing festivals.
Yeah.
And I was doing local ones where I was booking 12, 15, 18 acts.
Yeah.
We were putting it on for 2 to 3 days. It would
Yeah.
start on a Friday. It would go Friday,
Wow.
Saturday,
That's
Sunday.
cool.
Wow.
I was
Committee
supplying-
Woodstock.
Yes, I was
Yeah.
supplying security. We were supplying all the alcohol. We were giving free stuff away.
Jeez.
All my events were
That's
actually at the time sponsored by Budweiser and a couple others. Like, oh yeah, no, I was like
Yeah,
into it.
that's major.
Yeah, it was fun. It
I
was
used to
fun.
live-
So yeah, we used to bring them and used to have a good time with them.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool. I used to live with a guy on Long Island back in the original music days that he had a little 2-bedroom house that was about 800 square feet
Oh God, yeah. F
on
that.
about quarter of an acre
Mm-hmm.
in a parking lot next to a church, a synagogue.
I
parking
remember
lot.
it. Yeah.
And he used to build a stage, and we used to put on a 2-day Tommy Fest.
Yes,
Remember?
I
And there
remember
would
it.
be all the bands that we were all friends with, all the local, all the metal original bands that
Sure.
were trying to make it, all our friends.
Yeah.
That's right.
And we'd get a couple of kegs, and we would fill that little quarter acre with people. And I think they would charge. Tommy
cool.
probably charged $5 because Tommy didn't do anything for free.
I can remember doing that too back in the day, going to the community house.
Oh yeah.
West Haven Community House,
Yeah.
literally being able to go in there, getting. At the time, I was singing for this band. It's kind of funny because I say the name and people are like, "Dude, I was in that band. I was part of." Yeah, you were part of the incarnation of.
Right.
They were called Assassins.
Yeah.
That was the band at the time.
Yeah.
And we would bring in like 3 different bands, and we'd go
Yeah.
to the community house, and we'd put on our little things. And
Yeah,
used to
yeah,
do
yeah.
it-
we
used to do it
were
with
the
roller.
rock
Yes,
gods
that's
at
right.
the time,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, it was like the greatest thing.
My
you know?
our first
Concert.
live gig
Yeah.
outside of the high school
Yeah.
Mhm.
was at the Comac Roller Rink.
That's right. In Long Island,
Nice.
New York.
We
I
were
miss
Silent
roller
Night.
skating.
Yeah.
Remember?
Me
We were-
too.
We were
I miss
original.
roller skating.
We were,
Me too.
Yeah. And it was great.
Nobody
it
was skating,
It was
though.
nobody skating.
Right,
It was
right.
us.
It was an arena. It was a big
Yeah,
arena.
no, that's cool.
Ready?
Yeah.
Guitar Pete's Axe Attack.
Yes.
I was 13. She was 16.
Yeah.
Guitar Pete was probably 38. I'm not
He was
kidding.
old.
Seriously.
Yeah, I know.
Long black
I know.
hair. But he had a face. Yeah.
I remember.
And limousine. And
Limousine?
yeah.
Really?
That's what, that was our first gig. So you just made me think of it.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I remember
Nice.
those. Yeah,
Roller rink.
that's right.
What
Well,
else
the
you got
first
for us?
real
What else you
gig
got for us, Brian?
was the talent show at the high school. I think that's everyone's first gig.
All right.
Am I right?
Let's see.
No, it was that biker party for the.
Oh, that's right, the biker.
There we
party.
go. One of the ones I mentioned before. In through this door right now comes a porcupine, and he's asking for directions to the nearest driving range. What do you got to say to him?
Get on Post Road and just head over to like right around where that
Where mom and
Christmas
dad
tree
lives.
shop is.
No, no.
You're in
Oh, that
Orange.
driving range has been
I know.
gone
Gone?
for years. Man. I
Wait,
used
my
to go there
parents
all the
live in
time.
Shelton.
So did I. Long time ago, brother. Yeah.
What's that
He
driving
knows what I'm
range?
talking about.
I do.
So you got to send the porcupine down to Shelton.
Yeah, down
No.
Shelton River Road.
To the double decker.
Right?
Okay. Yep.
By
Yep.
the double
My
decker.
mom and dad live right
By
near
the
there.
double decker ice rink.
Yes.
Awesome. There you go.
It's a nice
There you
little
go.
range, isn't it? Nice little.
Good question.
Yeah.
They're laughing at Facebook.
Sports.
It's not that serious of a question. Don't worry.
No, I
about
know.
it.
What's it called?
They're,
I don't
Now it's bothering me. I'm trying to remember the name of that
Sportsplex.
place. Sportsplex. Thank you.
The only one I know is the one in Cheshire.
Oh, I
That's
live
gone,
right
my
next to
friend.
Cheshire.
That's
I live in
long
Wallingford.
gone.
Yeah,
The
it
one
is
across
long
the street.
gone.
Across from
Is it?
the Chevy dealer.
Mhm.
No, they had the Mexican place right there. Enchiladas.
Oh, enchiladas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
on
right.
the other side of Cheshire.
You could see the Quinnipiac. It's right on the corner.
Other side of Cheshire. I stand
Yeah.
corrected.
Yeah. Route 10.
I'm talking about
Yeah,
the one
yeah,
by
Route
by,
10,
by, by Richard Chevrolet.
I know where you're talking
They
about.
closed
too.
that one down.
Yeah.
So I told you I'd have.
So
a
you got
straight
way
question.
more than you wanted with that question.
No, that's what I
You know?
hope for when I ask questions like that. All right. Strangest venue you've ever played in, and why was it the strangest venue?
Norwalk Aquarium.
Yes.
Played the Norwalk
under the
Right.
giant
a wedding.
fish.
They had a wedding at the Norwalk.
That's
what's
just
it called?
sad.
What's it called? You know, the Norwalk.
Right, no, I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, they had a wedding there, and
Yeah.
and we, it was a cool room and everything. It was a
It's one of the funniest things we
But
ever
we did the
did.
cocktail hour in the thing with the big fish tank and everything. That was
Mhm.
cool.
We played on the
That's just
giant
a mine.
boat. It was a big boat that
Oh,
was
yeah,
like
that was a
hung
good
from the
one.
ceiling. Remember that?
We played.
And we were
Oh, I
underneath
thought you meant
it.
on the boat. We played on the.
Oh, that was
We
fun.
played a
We
Tuesday
played on a yacht.
afternoon
Yeah.
on a big, like 250 person like rented yacht
Mhm.
kind of thing, and we had to
That
climb
was-
up 3 flights of stairs with gear.
Oh, yeah, the loading
drums
was-
and
was-
shit.
Oh, that must
Fun.
have been fun, I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
We toured around the Sound from like Norwalk down all the
Mhm.
way and then back up and all the way around, and there was
Yeah,
like a
that was-
3-hour tour, literally.
Yeah.
And we played.
A
How
3-hour
many
tour.
jokes, how many
Yeah.
jokes
Yeah.
were
I know.
made?
We
I
played
mean,
2 sets. It was,
Right?
it was great. Maybe that's the
That was
same.
4-star food. There were like chefs on board and everything. Oh my god, that was fun.
Nice.
That was a lot of fun.
Okay, there you go.
Like strange, but in a good way.
Yeah, oh,
Right?
so that's good.
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright, yeah. Us strange, we drove 2.5 hours. We went to we were booked by a country club. It was called Seven O's. They booked Apocalypse Highway and a group called Vicious Disorder in a country bar.
I thought that's where you were going with that.
Oh wow.
We got 2.5 songs into our set, and they dead serious shut the
She
power
actually
off.
said they pulled the plug on you, right?
No, I didn't pull the plug. Literally, you heard, boom,
That is.
and everything went off.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Now I've had that happen, but by the fuse go, by the whole power.
Yeah, right,
go.
No,
right,
they
right.
Where were
purposely-
we recently? it
I
happened.
know, it was
Everything
recent.
went.
Yeah. You heard it
Nothing.
go down. Yeah, the power
Nothing
stuff.
there. Oh, it was
Where was that?
It was that kid's bar mitzvah we did when we were a wedding band.
God, that's right. In New Haven. It
Yeah.
was somewhere in New Haven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just burned down the wall.
Wow. Yeah.
They rented out.
There
yeah,
you go.
the
That's
whole
maybe
top.
that's the weirdest one. The mall used to be in New Haven downtown, like
Mhm.
right by the green.
Sure.
Off Chapel.
When they Chapel Street, when they shut it down and emptied it out, they would let people rent it.
Mhm.
So this family rented it for a bar mitzvah. They must have rented it for $10,000.
Oh yeah.
It was gigantic. They built a freaking stage.
Nice.
They hired us, and
Unbelievable.
they had a full staff running around the whole time. This
Yeah.
concert, this kid, like every bar mitzvah, I played 2 in my career. Every fucking kid that's getting bar mitzvah is gonna get up with the band, one way or another. He's
That's
getting
right.
up with the band.
That's right.
And Jake, was it Jake? No, that was the little brother. Don't even go there. Don't even
No,
talk
I'm not
about
going
it.
to talk about
Don't even
it.
talk
The
about
kid
it.
that
I'm
was
just
the
saying,
drummer.
He
you
got
know?
up and he played
It was his one.
an Incubus tune,
That's right.
and then ready, Mom and Dad got up
Uh huh.
because they were frustrated musicians too, and they played.
Yeah.
They played "Stop Dragging My
My
Heart
heart
Around,"
around.
and Mom sang. and
Mom
he played
came out
keys.
in a full Stevie Nicks costume.
That was the fucking weirdest.
And
one.
we were looking at each other like, what the fuck? Yeah,
Yeah,
they were
they were
shit.
really cool people.
They were very cool people.
Like
they were. They were
prepared
very
though.
cool.
They were.
Well, they came and
Yeah.
rehearsed with us like 3 times.
Oh yeah.
We used to rehearse down the street, dude. We used to
Nice.
rehearse at RVP when it was on Post Road and
I
Orange.
know
You know,
exactly
Greg.
where it is. Oh yeah.
So we used to rehearse there all the time, and
Retro band. Hey, Greg.
that's how we got that. That's how we got that bar mitzvah. From
That's
Greg,
right.
From Greg and Rose.
That's right.
Anyway,
So
Nice.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
very interesting.
We're rambling
Very
again.
interesting.
Not at all. Again, this is what we asked for.
all right, cool.
If we ask questions like that, and people are just like really quick, nothing, nothing behind it. Out there, they're gonna go.
Boring.
Yeah, lame, lame.
I'm glad somebody.
And people out there on our
Totally.
chats, which I love all of you for this, they are not quiet. They will open their mouths. And
Yeah,
they will
good.
say something.
Good. Okay. we want to see him at one of our gigs.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Again.
Come down and
Absolutely.
check out
We want to
Sugar
hear
Daddy.
that
It's a party.
they heard us here and
All right.
hang out with us.
What would be 2 artists that each of you would recommend to our viewers?
2 artists that we would recommend. I would definitely recommend Local Youth. That's my son's band. 2 of my sons.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I
but-
definitely
yeah.
recommend those guys. Charles and Nikki's band.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
And then I would say to recommend any band.
Yeah, literally.
Any band. I've been saying this for 2 days just because I would recommend that you listen to Extreme if you haven't.
Oh,
If
yes.
you think that Extreme is more than words, you're mistaken.
No.
Yeah, no.
And you should check them out, even though they've been around a really long time. That's mine. What do you got?
Well, I would have thought of
Well,
Extreme
sorry,
myself.
think of somebody
but
else.
yeah. Let's see. I don't do well under pressure. You know that.
Apparently not.
No, I don't.
Thank God one of us talks on
I
stage.
know. I know. Hey!
Oh.
I never shut up on stage. I just can't answer questions.
This is true.
Let's see. I would say, well, forget the extreme question.
Who would you recommend?
I would recommend Steely Dan.
Yes.
Good, very nice.
choice.
I was
Absolutely.
going to say that, so just
Chad Squared, what's up, buddy? Thanks for joining us.
Definitely Steely Dan. And I would probably, let's see. Hey! Come on, what are we like?
He's asking you.
I know, but
I
think
can
of the music
recommend
that we
people
listen
till I
to.
turn blue. I can recommend people all day. Listen to Cake.
But you don't. Cake! That's it.
There you
That's
go.
it.
Cake, man.
Cake.
There you have
That
it.
is, I'm saying it.
There
because
you go.
They are, I'm not saying anything else. I just love fucking Cake. That's all. And the band, too.
Well, absolutely. Got it.
I'm the band too. I like brownies.
No,
Brownies
Cake is a
I'm
great,
talking about the
underrated
food. I mean,
frickin'
I don't
band.
mean young Girl
You know?
Scouts. I mean
What?
brownies. I like brownies.
Ditto.
Yeah, boom.
Just brownies or brownies that have
A
that
little
are
more. Here's in my
you know,
gallery.
decorated.
We got
Side
brownies.
comment.
We gotta get going. Oh no, it's almost 5:30, and we're rehearsing too in a little
Ah,
while.
there you go.
Ay, ay,
All
ay.
right. Well,
Yes.
very easy. We're down to the last couple, anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, we just did the recommend. So, if your 5-year-old selves suddenly found themselves inhabiting your current bodies, what would your 5-year-old self do first?
Hit the gym.
That was mine. You stole it.
Same answer then.
Hit the gym, huh?
That's it. In this
At
body.
5 years old, you'd want to.
He was in his body.
If you had the opportunity, you could
I
do
was
anything
saying-
you
Hell
wanted
yeah.
as a child.
Hell
In this
yeah.
body, a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wouldn't let him out. I wouldn't let him get in my car.
Or you know
I
what?
wouldn't
No,
let
my
him in my
5-year-old
bathroom
self
and
would
find what's
go
sitting in there.
moisturizer.
I take better care of my hair.
You know? Yeah.
I take better care of my hair.
Hey, that wasn't all your fault. Genetics is a bitch.
It wasn't my fault at all.
I know. I'm kidding.
Okay, let's see. What would you consider, say, the best song you've ever heard? There's a nice one, simple one.
Yeah, that's easy.
Okay,
Best
my
song.
favorite song.
What?
Don't let your sun go down on me. Elton John.
Don't let your sun go down on me. I love that
No,
one.
no.
I love that one.
Don't let the sun go
Yeah,
down.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
Did I say your son?
Oh, you
said,
said
"Don't
don't
let
let
your sun go down on me."
100%.
Yeah, I'm sure that was a mistake.
I even
let-
hit rewind in
Don't
my
let,
head.
that's
and I
Michael
was like,
Jackson's
you know,
cover. That's Michael Jackson's cover. Don't let the sun go down on me is my favorite
They're
song.
laughing right
Oh
now.
my
They
God.
heard it too.
It's an old
Linda,
joke.
Linda, what's up? Thanks for joining us in Facebook land.
I was being serious though. That's my favorite song. Don't let the sun go down on me. Not
I
yours.
got you.
You
Thoughts on Kanye?
One of mine.
Kanye.
One of my favorite
Did you hear that
songs.
question?
What, Kanye?
Somebody was asking out there. They said thoughts on Kanye. Then they laughed.
Oh. I don't really have an
Yeah.
opinion on
Does
Kanye.
the term genius cover it?
Stop it.
The man's-
People are gonna really, they're gonna really believe you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The man's something. I'll tell you
You
that.
know, I,
Well,
can,
you know
I
what?
can hear the sarcasm in genius. I
Yeah,
can hear
yeah.
Yes.
You want that. You want
Although-
that. Yeah.
To become
Oh.
as rich as he is on what he's doing, that's pretty genius.
There we go.
Yeah.
One of my viewers just said a cow stumbled into a pot field. Now the stakes have never been higher.
That's funny.
Oh,
funny.
That's
I like
good.
it.
That's good. That's good. All right.
Oh,
And
man.
last but not least,
Yeah.
what is your most embarrassing moment on stage?
Oh, wow.
We all have one.
Face planting on stage, I did that.
In the days
I went
of
straight down.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Sure.
bad.
I got my well, this is, with cords,
Right.
You know,
That's
you know,
what I'm
I
saying.
only started using cordless like a couple of years ago. Getting my my foot tangled around, a cord tangled around, and then just going straight down on stage, and then getting up and doing a little,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well, there's
Just to-
nothing else you can do at that
and that's
point.
and that's it.
It was
yeah,
that
which
for
is
me. It
pretty
was
basic.
that time in Wallingford when
Yeah.
we said hello Cleveland. We thought we were in Cleveland.
You're an idiot.
No,
No.
that wasn't
No.
us. No, my most embarrassing was when in the days of being a drummer
Yeah.
and the stages were shitty. Of course, everything was pushed
Mhm.
together. You remember. and my drum throne didn't have stoppers on one of the legs.
Oh, God, I remember
and
this.
the leg went through the crack, and I fell on my ass, and the drummer was gone. Like I fell on my ass onto the back of the
All of a sudden, you just see the drum set with nobody. It was like Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
But I actually, you know what? I have one, if you don't mind. I have one that's actually way better than the falling, because singers fall
You
all
really
the
only
time.
get one shot, man.
No. I'm going to tell you right now. It was a wedding, okay, and I introduced the wrong names of the wedding of the people whose wedding it was.
Yeah, you did.
Wow.
My brother gave me the wrong names, and I don't know how that happened. I know.
Really?
You've paid for that already, but yeah. And I introduced the bride and groom, and it was the wrong last name.
Now,
It was the wrong
like
last
as you were
frickin'
saying
name.
the words, did you see like the looks on the faces?
Everyone
The
was
people were
like
just
this.
Like,
Yeah. That's hard to get over. I
Yeah,
didn't
it
think
was-
about the
and-
wedding
and-
days.
and
I didn't
they-
think about the wedding days.
And then they came up to me. A lot of different people came up to me and said, "You know,
That was embarrassing.
you said the wrong name," and I was like, you know. So I spent the entire night trying to get them back in my good graces.
sure.
And believe it or not, they were my friend by the end of the night. They actually, Funky Business was their, you know, they really dug us.
They didn't call us the
But
right name either, though.
Yeah, probably not. I
So,
think they
I
called
mean,
us Monkey Business
So,
instead of Funky
well,
Business. But after that, who
it
could
all
blame
worked
them?
out. It all worked out.
Yeah.
Right.
And I also called someone, the groom. His name was Sean.
You also called the groom's new wife a fucking psycho.
Psycho. But that wasn't on stage, though.
No, but you told the groom
That wasn't on
his new wife
stage.
was a fucking
Yes,
psycho.
I did. That
That's
was
a-
after the thing, and he didn't want to pay us.
We weren't a very popular wedding. though.
No.
That was the only time that she ever digressed.
In 12 years, I can count on one hand, I
Yeah.
swear to you, on one hand that we've had, like,
Yeah.
and that was two
Yeah.
of the
Sure,
weddings
issues.
already that we just mentioned. So we had a really good run
Yeah.
with it. We did. But yeah,
We
saying
made
the
it.
wrong name was definitely that would be mine
Yeah.
right there.
We made it through the hot seat.
We did.
Yes,
I
you
guess
did.
so.
Absolutely. See, 15 questions. It wasn't all that.
There
Deep.
you
No, it was enjoyable.
I'm sweating a
I
little.
enjoyed that
Woo,
interview
that was a
very
little-
much, actually.
Everybody,
It was a great time. I had a fun time.
That was a good time.
sugar daddy again, huh?
Thank you.
Thank
for having
you.
us.
Thank you guys.
And don't forget to be
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Scotch Plains on the 19th and at Jake's on the 26th.
Well, now make sure
If
since
you're in
you've been on the
Connecticut.
show,
Right.
you can go on to Compound Concentration Coffee's page, put up flyers, put up stuff.
Oh, that's
let people
nice.
know,
That's
you
terrific.
know.
Awesome. We'd love to.
Absolutely, that's what it's for.
Beautiful.
So.
Yeah. Sweet.
Excellent. And we'll be listening.
Oh, most definitely. I pop in every now and then.
Wow,
He
Russ
knows
is
that.
on a roll out there, man. He just put up. There was a huge fight at a local seafood diner this week. There was batted fish everywhere, dude.
Batted fish everywhere.
That's good.
Oh, man.
That's good.
All right,
Batted fish.
I'm gonna pick a song.
That's
I'm
awesome.
gonna walk our guests out. We'll get back in here. We'll get things going because I see it's 5:30. So we'll be getting into Trivia Challenge before you know it. Hopefully, Facebook, you do a better job than this morning. They're saying good luck, Sugar Daddy.
Thank
Everybody's
you.
saying thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you,
very
guys.
much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for hanging out
Much
with us.
obliged.
Again, Sly Cumming. I was king once. And YouTube. All right. I will be right back, everybody.
That was fun. Thank you.
Yes, that was. That was great.
Good to meet you, man.
Appreciate it.
Oh, you too. It's a pleasure.
Thanks a lot. Take care. You as well. Thank you.
Yeah. Thoughts on Kanye. Chad, that's a nice blonde. Very nice. Yeah, I broke my down stem, so I gotta buy a new one. That's all. I took my down stem out to clean the bong. I put it on the counter where I normally put it, right? Put it down. I was doing other stuff. It was sitting there, no problem. I moved to go to the garbage. I was just going to throw something away. I came back and it rolled off the table and crashed. So yeah.
Alright, that was fun. Yeah, it was good having him here, good talking with him.
Yeah, that was great.
There we go. Thoughts on Kanye.
That's what I was saying. That's what I thought I heard.
Oh.
Thoughts on Kanye. Hey Bob, good afternoon.
How are you, Bob? Nice to see you over there in Facebook land.
Actually, Chad, you guys had a point and a half.
Yeah, it was YouTube 10.5. It was Facebook 1.5.
This blank page, my crime is to have filmed you there. Now I'm a beggar who
Oh, did you
begins
see
again.
Chad's blowing.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was an imposter who made his cruel end. As if the tide frees, I'll make amends. Oh, I was a tyrant, blinded by rage, caused pain. Now I'm sorry and sad to say. In this cold light of day,
He's not competitive.
No, not competitive at all.
Oh, they're offering you a $30 credit.
Yes, it's gone from 15 to 30. They want me to spend money, man. All right. Let's hop out of here. Let's go over to you all. Let's jump on the list. Let's start out with a little Lance Tabor. Brian says, no, not at all. All right, I'm sharing out to some groups, everybody. Just bear with me.
Film stuff was just special.
It is going to be dab time as soon as I finish these few shares. Absolutely. Glad you like it, Pete. Rush, you're awesome. Continuing on, that was Kickstand, the artist Lance Tabor. Little Tijuana Jones. So, dab time?
Everybody's
Dab
in the
time.
world through different eyes.
Dab
Can we see
time.
humanity, dignity, equality, victory for you and me every single time? Or is it always gonna be we tit for tat? Change your mind, flip your view, look where we at. Pointing fingers, middle fingers, yeah, who to blame? Getting under our skin where we all the same. I gotta let the madness stop me so we can live in harmony. But sometimes we fight on opposite sides. Can't tell who is wrong, don't know what is right. But as long as we try to see things eye to eye, I'm good.
Cheers, all.
Good. Keep your enemies closer than your friends. But who's left when you keep unfriending them? Getting mad at folks, loud opinion and code switching, politicking hard heads defending them. Then pretending out in public everything's fine. Authenticity shot, living in a lie. Too much honesty is getting hard to breathe. Do we believe in love enough to put it on the line? I gotta let the madness stop me so we can live in harmony. Sometimes we fight on opposite sides. Can't tell who is wrong, don't know what is right. But as long as we try to see things eye to eye, I'm good. Sometimes we fight on opposite sides. Can't tell who is wrong, don't know what
I like
is right.
lettuce, tomato, mayo, onions, and a little bit of salt.
That works for me.
I gotta let the madness stop me so we can live in harmony. Sometimes we fight on opposite sides. Can't tell who is wrong, don't know what is right. But
What's up, kiddo? How are you, Kara?
Kara.
Thanks for joining us over there in Facebook land. What's up?
Sometimes we fight on opposite sides.
You have got me out of your fucking mind. You just dropped 2 claims and now you're trying to do another one.
I'm good. We good. We good. I'm good.
Excuse me. Alright, let me grab us another track here, continuing on. This is Cry Wolf, Brent Borges.
Good one, Russ.
When the dawn breaks and the fever runs high,
Shameless? No.
what's it gonna take?
I don't recall that one.
And his throat's real dry. See the boy cry wolf. He's crying all night long. Everybody wants proof. Singing the same sad song. He's crying woolly, woolly, woolly. He's crying woolly, woolly, woolly.
What's up, Kathy? How are you, my friend? Nice to see you in Facebook land. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Kathy, how you doing?
What's happening? Here is the Sheen.
I try to tell you to find someone else. Pull back the curtain, see for yourself. We better fun, baby, but where do we go from here? When this is over, will you disappear? Breaking the laws of love. Is it a crime? Don't wanna know. Prisoner of your heart. Give me the key and let me go. Let me go. I want it simple, but you want it more. I can't keep giving what you're asking me for. It's been a ride, baby, but where does it end? I'm not what you want, and I can't pretend. Breaking the laws of love. Is it a crime? Don't wanna know. Prisoner of your heart. Give me the key, let me go. Won't you let me go?
George is doing his impression to Speak No Evil. Huh?
Why do we do this to ourselves? If we knew it was too late to stop. Now it's too late to walk away. Ooh, breaking the laws of love.
5:48. We are getting closer, closer, closer. We will be doing Trivia Challenge, of course.
Hell yeah.
Russ said, be right back. Not a problem. Do what you got to do, man. It's all good. This is Erupt. Up next, going to do something from the Boys in Dirt.
Yeah, Pete, she did age pretty well.
Yeah, Bolshka, how are you, my friend? Nice to see you on Facebook, man.
Hey, Demonska.
There we go. That was Erupt, Echopraxia. Okay. My Someone Is You, Charlie Peacock, Jason Eskridge. No, not unlocked, huh? That's all good. Solo Tulo, The Poison Oaks. There we go. As I space, that was what I was lining up. I do that all the time. I always play the shit I'm lining up. Severed and Sworn by the Boys in Dirt. I mentioned them up. Here we go. I'm staring at the tab. That's why I went, whoops.
Shed no tears, have no remorse. If I fall for love or war, heaven knows hell has no hero. So I fall, severed and sworn. I've fallen into something dark and cold, and I can feel the weight crushing down my soul. I see the storm begin to rape the sky, and on its wind the white horse want to ride. Shed no tears.
Severed and Sworn right there.
It's a good song.
Oh yeah. Here is Witch Hunt. Because I did what I did, I'm going to give you 2 of the dirt. Enjoy. Alright, when this song ends, we will get into Trivia Challenge.
Tortures pierce the dark of night. The innocent will close their eyes, but they still hear the cries. The condemned must be cleansed, baptized by fire. They say that a witch hunt is a lonely place.
Mark, it's on Facebook, but it's broadcasting direct from my page, although I do have it shared to CC and C as well.
We hang 'em up and watch them burn. Watch them burn.
Yeah, it's on Brian's personal page, so yeah.
Well, it's shared over to CC.
Yeah, it's shared.
Yeah.
Under heaven's skies, the flame burns bright. But it's my chance, it's flashing night. That's work is done, the soul is saved. Praise the praise,
He talked about the old house, apparently the lady bought that house, and he's declaring no hope.
Hey Dana, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining us on Facebook Land.
Hey, Dana.
And yeah, I'm looking at it right there. There we go. It's all the same feed. Doesn't matter where it's shared to.
Yeah, it's all the same.
It's all broadcasting out at the same time. It's being broadcast out of here at the same very high quality bit rate. Cheers, all. We're rounding out the top of the hour, so I hope Facebook and YouTube are ready for Trivia Challenge. Alright, Sherry and Facebook says, yes, we are ready. YouTube, you ready to go? You ready to defend? You had 10.5 points this morning. You rocked it out. Did a fantastic job indeed. Once again, that was Witch Hunt. Local Boys. That's dirt. Okay, let's see here. Let's just jump on down. I'll grab a track. And I've got a question. In the movie The Last Dragon, Bruce Leroy's father owned which type of restaurant? What's up, Rachel?
Hey, Rachel. How you doing?
I got a response on the board. I got all sorts of different things. Not getting what I need, though. Alright, I am getting all sorts of responses. I've got everything from Italian, Chinese, dinner Asian, soul food, deli, kosher Chinese restaurant, dim sum, Thai. Yeah, literally. There we go! Good job, Facebook. Yes, wow, ending it right as that track wrapped up. Pizza. Pizza. Good evening, Massive. How are you? Good afternoon, actually, because it's still afternoon. Yes, the slogan to Bruce Leroy's father's pizza restaurant. Just direct your pizza to Daddy Green's Pizza. Facebook 1. YouTube none.
I watched that movie about 300 times when I was a kid. Oh my god.
Russ, no. Sorry, it's not Italian. If you go out and you go to a high-end Italian restaurant, they're not even going to fucking serve you pizza, buddy. Nice try, though. Shows you're thinking all the time.
Pizza's not Italian.
Yeah, pizza's Italian. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and my nickname's tattooed across my forehead. See, it says stupid. Good job, though. Again, I never fault you for trying. Never. Austin Woodward. Adam Griffith. Absolutely. Rachel, that was perfect. Yeah, no, you guys did excellent over there. So, how many time zones does China have?
What's going on, Massive?
Alright, I got responses on the board on both sides at exactly the same time. Good try, Facebook. That is correct. YouTube, 1. 1. Very nice. Alright, we have a tie. 1-1. Welcome back, Budridge. Facebook, that is correct. Sherry, I saw your... Sherry said 1. We had... Aunt Brian who answered, Jackie who answered, James who answered, Mark who answered. So a lot of people were trying, a lot of good effort. 1.
One time zone.
They only have 1 time zone. 6:04, by the way. See, sure. Yep, 6:04, by the way. 6:04 equals, we're coming up on 6:20 here, Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be 4:20 over there. Let me take it up. In Colorado. Alright, looking at our music. We're on the back side of this track. We're just going to let it finish out. I have our question. crab bisque is awesome. Seriously, his stuff, man, that soup, Nazi soup, oh my God, that is so good.
I would eat that. I'd say it was crab.
He does a good one. Absolutely, I've had it
I've
quite a
heard
few
that.
times. Yep.
Yeah, if you find his.
If you could find them, yes, they're
Yeah.
hard to get because they're a lot of places really didn't sell them. A lot of people thought there was only one or two of them. They actually had 8, and a lot of places, a lot of stores, because one didn't sell, they just didn't bother with the rest, and it made no sense. But there wasn't one that I tried that I was like, oh, no, you know what, no good, I'm going to have something else. Oh, no. Again, that was a tune called Fade Away. The hardest part.
Maybe the hardest part of knowing is trying to control.
Which candy company was known as the primary producer of Conversation Hearts in the United States?
Maybe the hardest part is hiding away from a world when it seems to be dying. Wanting to help, not knowing what.
I got a response on the board already, man. That was quick, but no, not what I was looking for.
All belong to the heart of the man that's
Good try, YouTube. There we go. Facebook, that's right. YouTube, nice try. However, I was looking for New England Confectionery, or otherwise known as Necco.
Yep.
They had originated and were the primary producers of these candies. However, as of late 2018, ceasing to exist.
Oh, I remember eating those all the time. They had those really
Yes.
wafers and.
The Neckos, the Neckos, man. The wafers, the little thin wafers,
Yeah.
they come in a pack like big. Oh, those things are awesome.
Yep.
Yep,
They weren't too sweet. They were just right.
yep. Necco wafers, man, those things are just so good. Also, you can get the multi-pack with the different flavors or the chocolate one.
Yep. That's right.
Massive is like, oh shit, that's right, damn.
We'll be out next year. Oh.
Nice, the company that bought them out will be out next year. Fantastic. Fantastic. See, I didn't think they tasted like shit. Honestly, I could dig and like experience each flavor of those wafers, man. I really did. So, who can tell me Fergie's real name?
All the games we used to play no longer feel the day with joy. And the heart
Man, now I want those Necco wafers.
Yeah, the chocolate ones.
maybe that hardest part.
Oh, the chocolate ones tasted. Okay, I got you. See, to me, they tasted like chocolate. I thought they were good.
Yeah.
Wanting to help, not knowing what.
That is correct. There we go. Stacy Ann Ferguson. YouTube, you had it right. They had it on the board here first, though. Facebook, at home plate, Bud Rich tripping over the foot. Nice try, dude. Very close, but yes, Stacy Ann Ferguson is what I was looking for. Yep. Facebook now 3. YouTube 1. But golf clap. Multiple people knowing that right response. Oh, so close. That seriously was so close. But I had to give it to Facebook. All right, continuing on R&B and soul. What was the name of the sister of Aaron and Moses?
Would this still be one when we're both losing anyway? What is
got something to do with her name.
different, you're never the same. Only now I felt it dawn on me. You constantly change.
There we go, man. Very nice Facebook. Multiple people knowing that right response. Go off that.
I'm not surprised I could
Again, Budrich, that is correct, but we had 2 responses in Facebook before yours hit the board. You tied with the second one. Very nice though.
We can't hold this grudge much longer.
All right, I've got our question. How many referees are fielded during Division I college football games?
What is it you're trying to take from me? How am I supposed to know you're never the same? Only now I felt it dawn on me. You constantly change. I thought I knew you so well that I don't know you at all. I'm not surprised
All right, I got responses hitting the board.
apart from who I knew before. At all.
Responses are up, but it's not what I'm looking for. There we go, Facebook, 8. That's right. NFL only uses 7. Division I college featuring 8 officials.
I thought I knew you so well.
With that response, Facebook hits the pause for the cause. That's 5 points right there.
I thought I knew you so
Yeah.
well, but
Damn.
I knew it all.
I thought you were gonna get it, Budrich. You're like 6, 7. I was like, oh, one more.
Yep. 10 points are played during Trivia Challenge. Yep, 10 points are played. Whatever team hits the 5-point mark first, that's the halfway point. We've been hanging out for a few hours now and now. Hung out talking with Sugar Daddy and everybody else. So, need to stretch your legs, need to crack your back. Have you been smoking a little bit, consuming a little something? Cotton mouth kicking in, tummy grumbling. Whatever way your kitchen is, have at it, go grab it, take care of it. Now, speaking of grabbing and taking care of things, if you're hanging out, if you're by yourself, or hell, you're amongst friends and you are so inclined to do so, you want to grab yourselves or each other, go right ahead. Enjoy. We here, we don't judge. Pause for the cause lasts between 30 and 40 minutes in length.
It's a nice kind of day. Sure, it's a little cold for
Wow, Sherry said that her guess, her answer in Facebook was a guess. It was a total guess.
Oh, yes. Nice.
Pulled out of her ass.
Nice day. It's a promising day. I got a lot on my mind. I might
Tacos.
first time.
It is Taco Tuesday.
Just fine. So
Hey everybody, don't forget, please, if you would be so kind, if you are so inclined to do so, jump on over here to YouTube, hit that thumbs up, spread the smiles over on this show. I'm going to share a link with your Facebook, your chat.
Hell yeah. Hey, I don't care if it's Wednesday, it's still Taco Tuesday.
There you go. Now, if for some reason that link does not work, you cannot click on it. Just type youtube.com into your browser and Join us right through the front door.
It's a slow sort of day, though everyone's racing around. Got my feet on the ground. I just might start running now, even though
Budbridge says, fuck you, Facebook. Sherry says, I love you. What's up, Tyler? How are you, friend? Nice to see you in YouTube land.
Hey, Tyler.
There we go. Nice day. That was by Sleeping Lion. SleepingLionMusic.com. They're an LA-based group. All right, little pop for you. Paradise.
They sell down stems with the regular diffused one, which is what I had. They have showerhead perk. They have honeycomb. I was like, okay.
got a little bit left inside of me.
I wish I had a freaking glass one.
And I'm gonna use it up. No getting tired of me, but I ain't gonna stop.
Beautiful here.
Absolutely. Nice blue skies. We got some, some cloudiness mixed in there, but still, overall, a nice sunny day.
Rain these ashes all over town.
Might be cold in the one that goes on.
I won't close my eyes, 'cause you can take away my soul. Let my love start all over, gonna let my love build again, gonna let my love start all over, gonna let my love build again. Driving down 191, headed for the 99. Got tears running up.
Oh, there you go. Nice, Pete. Nice.
But I know
Oh, there you go.
whole lot of friends here lost their lives. I took a piece of them with me. Those who made it out of it, they survived up there, lost their community. But you can't take away my soul. Let my love start all over, gonna let my love build again, gonna let my love
Thank you for the likes, the compound concentrates and coffee. I do appreciate it.
let my love start all over, gonna let my love build again, gonna let my love start all over, gonna let my love build again.
There we go. Nick Gallant. Check him out at nickgallant.net. Playing in Ontario. Gonna do some Desiree up next.
You went away 'cause you needed privacy. You didn't want your friends to know. You traveled
real intimate place, eh?
Think of packing an emergency Whopper.
Nice. All right, everybody. Got another confirmation from one of the artists I've been talking to. July 18th, the morning show, we are going to have Jonathan Sixay back.
Awesome.
He's going to be coming in. June, we have Mike Leonard coming in for the 15th. In May, on the 11th, I'm on the road to Pass the Glass. On the 31st, I'm on the road again to Pink Slips, another private event. In April, of course, we had Sugar Daddy over here. And on the 26th, I have Wendy Love Edge and Topher Keegan coming in the afternoons. So, awesome. I'll be, I'm waiting to hear back from a couple of people regarding August and September already. Now, I mentioned Desiree. Here you go. Don't come knocking on my door. Desiree Charpentier.
Yeah, you better cook it.
A sleeve of cheeseburgers. There you go.
If you get really desperate, you can always walk in with a cooked turkey or something.
There we go. Don't come knocking on my door. Desiree Charpentier. Always awesome listening to her. Okay, coming at you with another one. This is called Artificial.
Deceiving, controlling, the fabrication of my dreams, confusion, extortion, deprived of an answer to your plans, abusing, conflicting. How do I suppress the pain I feel? Fictitious and dire manipulation of my past. You claim to be the one who thinks they know me. Blinded by the shrouded lies that continue to feed me. Like I am happy with the manufactured being. The less obedience up to your
Pete says I'm gonna grab a fat ass roast beef grinder and drop the cake off.
There you go.
My perception of my fears psychotic and mental. Baby, I'm to be the
I like it. Really, really, really nice red roast beef. Nice and
for
bloody.
seeking my reality. Claim to be the one who thinks they know me. Blinded by the shrouded lies that continue to feed me. Like I am happy with the manufactured being. The less obedience up to your education.
On a stick. What's that puppeteer guy? The comedian puppeteer guy on a stick. I can't even think of his name.
Jeff Dunham.
Yes, yes, definitely. Yep. On a stick.
Cole, glad you're liking it, man.
That dude's like, leave those pollywog kids alone. They're just kids.
There we go. You got a couple from Desiree right there. Still have one more from her. We'll get into that one in a little while. Funk